You're in the mood for another man horde game? Hell yeah. Oh shit. Yo, the music for Flower, Sun, and Rain for PS2 is so different from the music on the DS, which is not surprising, but makes me want a Flower, Sun, and Rain, like, remaster so bad. Although I guess I could just play it on PS2 if Google Translate can detect its text. He promised it years ago? Yeah, I know. It'll happen someday. Someday for sure, definitely. Definitely, absolutely. I feel like if it got remade and put on Steam, it would definitely have, like, a good enough audience for it, you know? I think they would definitely be able to make some amount of money back from doing that. Hello. Oh, I'm small. I need to drink coffee in real life. I feel like half of a person right now. I'm going back to work tomorrow and I am not prepared. So I was planning on streaming today regardless, though. Initially I was gonna play more of Hanayoi Romanesque. However, last night I looked at my email and I was given a key. I was given a key to this game. This game right here got a key for this one. There we go. I guess I'll pin this. There we go. I'm not putting, okay, that's a little loud. I'm not putting hashtag ad or anything on this because I'm not getting paid to play this game, but I was offered a key and I was like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, I'll play this on stream. Perfect. I feel like it's gotta be because I streamed Hanayoi Romanesque the other day. This is perfect timing. I didn't get it set up on Steam yet, so you'll have, or on computer OBS yet. You gotta give me a moment. I'm scared it's gonna be loud. That's not that bad. Oh, I clicked out. I would like to be able to see a fucking menu though. I can't skip this opening.
Genso Manège.
Whoa! Genso Manège. I feel like I butchered that. Can I change, like... Can I change the resolution, though? Backspace for back. Damn. I don't know if I can. I want to make it... Or I guess I can just make the window bigger. Okay, that works too. Game capture. Genso. Whoa! There it is. It's cute. Alright, let me go like this. Where's my Mahjong King tag? You should have that be one of your tags on Twitch. Mahjong King. Beat up all the little girls. I hope you're proud of yourself. I'm gonna try plugging in my controller. It says it's functional with a controller. I don't know if it will detect it right away though. Because the fucking game is already open. Oh, it does! Good! Perfect. So I'm pretty sure this game is like fully voice acted. I don't know for sure. I honestly didn't even know the game existed until I was offered a key. I don't think there's gonna be fucked up shit in this like there is in Hanayoi Romanesque, unfortunately. But you know, that's fine. Not every game has to have me almost get raped in it. But I mean, if it does, it'll be a nice surprise. The two girls don't mess around. When Chris and I were watching you play yesterday, we were for sure just like, he's definitely gonna buy this fucking game at some point. So I guess this shit is fine. Whatever. What's the extras? Oh, I don't have anything. Actually, I wanna go...
Genso Manège.
I wanted to see if I can see that little opening video again. Actually, yeah, I'll just end it. I'll reopen it. Cause I wasn't paying attention, cause I was trying to make it not be like a fucking 720p thing on my screen. Mages. The rabbit is a serial killer? I mean, if Virtue's last reward taught me anything, that's a possibility. Wow, look at this! Which one of these boys do you think you're gonna want to kiss when we see them eventually? Oh, no boys, shut up, never mind.
Genso Manège.
You hold a birthday party and you wonder, which one of these boys am I gonna kiss? And then nobody shows up. That's this game. Even the first time around when the video wasn't on screen, I knew it would look like that, you know? You got that boy vision. Emma? Oh, here we go. This also only has 6 characters, so we might as well continue the vibe from Hanayoi, right? Her vag got tired of being traumatized from like every fucking every fucking teacher and student in Hanayoi Romanesque. So she's entered her mind palace. Her vag is in her mind palace, and that is this game. They are connected. I've decided. Those horses look kind of fucked up. The sky was gay. Snow fell from the clouds like porcelain crystals from a dull curtain. Frost covered the park, coating its already still attractions in frozen, silvery sheets. Where there was once smiles and cheer, silence now reigned. Save for a few souls, that is. You're looking cozy as shit. That's just the vibe today. It's not fight for my life ultimate time today. It's enjoy a coffee and have a little nap ultimate day today. Wait, can I change the settings from here? Whoa, what the fuck? It's balloons! Let's make that fast. I don't like having to like press A to make all the fucking text appear. Do you like the balloons? You like the balloons menu? Kinda cute. We loonin'? Or are you goonin'? This reminds me so far of the that Hatsune Miku like tapping rhythm game for tablet. Because one of the routes is like very carnival themed. Maybe we'll see Miku in this. But Miku's not a boy, never mind, we're not gonna see Miku in this. He's sad. Don't freak out. That's freaking. Whoa, the man drew a gun! I was looking at Sun! This guy's gonna shoot me! I think I still have the gun thing. No, that's not it. There it is. The man drew a gun! Oh fuck, he pulled the trigger! There was a flash, then smoke coiled out from a barrel. A bullet sped towards the fallen young man, only to collide with something else entirely. That something let out a shrill whine as the bullet bore into it. There was another brighter flash of light, one of blinding intensity. Okay, so this is her Vaj's mind palace, but like, she's still a little fucked up. Even in her safe space, a little fucked up shit still happens here. For a split second, everything was white. Ugh! It's too bright. Gun goes away, and then darkness. Someone was shouting. Did I get shot? Whoa. I had a mind palace within my mind palace. What if we saw Hatsune Michael? Okay, well then we could fall in love. The bullet represents that time she got bitten. Yeah, you're right. He did just bite my fucking neck. After I was done streaming it, Chris asked me how the game was and I showed him like that part. He was like, what the fuck game are you playing? Like, I don't know, man. Visual novel! I jolted awake. I found myself in my room, rays of the morning sun poking through the curtains. The aroma of freshly bloomed violets drifted through the slightly ajar window. Am I? Something ran down my cheek. I reached up to touch it and felt something wet. Tears. I'm crying, but why? That dull winter sky flashed across my mind. The image was faint, close to vanishing like smoke in the wind. Still, I knew it was the place I'd dreamed of. Can't remember much, but it couldn't have been a very good dream.
Wait a minute, are you trying to queer me up?
I don't know, that depends. Are you welcome to be queered up? You might be queered up if you see a boy you fall in love with in this game. They're very pretty boys. If Hatsune Michael shows up, I know you're gonna be queered up. Thank you for the sub. Why else would I be crying? I'm gonna do my default bitch voice. New Jersey cunt in her Japanese otome bishonen mind palace. A knock came at my door, pulling me out of my trance. I glanced at the clock on my bedside table. It was well past time to get out of bed. Yeah, sorry. Arnaud? 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 I don't know how to pronounce that. I'll get changed and have breakfast ready soon.
そんな慌てるなって。朝食ならできてるから、ゆっくり降りてこいよ。
He sounds like he's on the phone, not that he's behind a door. It's, oh. Whatever I might have said, embarrassment stole the words from my mouth. I can't believe I slept through one of my only jobs. I'm really, really sorry. Finally managing to squeeze out an apology, I hurriedly dressed myself. Wait, no, maybe I'll be Marge. She says she looks kind of like a Marge bitch instead. She's soft like Marge Simpson. The brick pattern here, like, this looks good. But this is like... This looks like brick just on top of, like, landlord special, like, fucking plaster wall. Kind of fucking me up a little bit. Once I came downstairs, I found food for 3 waiting at the table. Whoa, the comforting scent of freshly baked baguettes enticed a growl from my stomach.
Ohayo.
Oh my god, who the fuck is this?
Good morning, Madam Alice. I'm sorry I slept in so late this morning. Do I have you to thank for breakfast?
母さんなわけないだろ。
Whoa. Arnaud. Oh no, she's French. Yeah, I think this has like French inspiration or something specifically. I gotta move my bitch over a little bit. I'm covering up the dang words. There we go. Hey Arnold! We'll just call him Arnold. Arnold put down his food, stood up, and pulled out my chair for me.
Thank you.
いや、先に食べてて悪いや。
Oh, that's okay.
Now I'm just picturing like this girl with like a big pink beehive. I took a seat. Along with the baguettes, several colored fruits adorned the table. You know, when I play an ultimate game, several colored fruits adorn my table as well.
朝食は私が用意すると言ったのだけれど、あるのがダメだと言って聞いてくれなくて。バゲットを温めるくらい誰にでもできるのに。
料理の常識を覆していくのが母さんだろ。
How do we know this guy's mom?
そんなことないわ。ね。
Why does she kind of look like Belle from Beauty and the Beast? I glanced around the room as if searching for an answer. I'd seen Madame Alice's attempts at cooking before. Well, calling it cooking would have been generous.
I can't exactly blame Arnold for stopping her, but at least she's trying.
母さん、こいつを困らせるなよ。
French Arnold. Oui, oui.
困らせていないわよ。もう人聞きの悪いことばかり言って。は
は。
This was very much a common spectacle with these two. The Vincents and their little antics were a part of everyday life for me. Alright, this too can be considered part of the Final Fantasy VII universe. Don't let Nomura know.
It's been 7 whole years since I moved in with them.
What, are my parents hella dead or something? Until I was 10, I'd lived in Paris with my family. But after nearly drowning in the Seine River, I lost most of my memories. Oh. My father lost his life during the incident. Since my mother had already passed due to illness, I became an orphan. That's when the Vincents took me in. We, including Arnold's father, Daniel, had stayed in Paris for some time. 6 years ago, though, Arnold, his mother, and I moved here to, oh god, Blankburg. They are hella dead, they sure are. Arnold. Oh, fuck. You know, I want to say I'm surprised we haven't had a Kingdom Hearts visual novel yet, but I guess technically with, like, the mobile games, they're partially that. Because you don't really have to play them. The shock had put me in a precarious mental state, so the change to a smaller, quieter town was likely for my sake. They'd never said as much, but I knew. Monsieur Daniel stayed behind on account of his work.
I hope he's well. I haven't seen him in a long time.
なあ、このジャム使ってみろよ。会社の人にもらってさ、もう絶品なんだ。
Jam? What are my cables doing right now? Get out of there. Son of a bitch.
Oh, okay. I'll try some on my baguette.
Wait, I should, when I read as her, I should, like, mispronounce all of the French shit heinously. I spread the strawberry jam on the bread and took a bite. Perfect balance of sweet and sour filled my mouth.
You're right. This is delicious.
Arnold gave me a wide smile.
食後のコーヒー、用意しとくか？
Dad, why are you crying? Because I'm talking at the computer? It's not about you right now, boy.
Allow me.
いいよ。俺はもう食べ終わったからさ。
He stood up and walked over to the kitchen. Dad, shut the fuck up. It's not about you. You were sleeping. Go back to sleep. He's pissed. He hates when I talk at the computer.
7 whole years, and Arnold's still as kind as ever.
Ever since I'd lost my family, he'd been a constant in my life. A friend. And a pillar of support. Thank you, Zod. After cleaning up breakfast, I followed Arnold out to see him off to work. It was a beautiful day with clear skies and just the right amount of sun. Vibrant flowers that decorated the road swayed in the breeze.
今朝は何かあったのか？
Well, he's dressed like a little newspaper boy.
What? Why do you ask?
ほら、お前が寝坊するなんて珍しいだろう。具合
Arnold suddenly stopped and peered at me.
No, it's not that. I just had a strange dream, is all. I don't remember much, but I know it was sad.
夢を見たってことは眠りが浅かったのかもな。
He's asking if I was yoiking.
さては、寝る前に怖い本でも
Were
読んだ
you
の？
yoiking in bed this morning?
It was about a witch, and it wasn't scary. A witch saved a girl from being bullied and turned her into a princess.
あのな、魔女が出てくる本は大抵怖いもんだ。
Zod, shut the
それ
fuck
が世の
up!
中の意見なんだ。
Shut up. You're going to jail. I'm picking you up. You little fucker boy. Picking you the hell up. God's been captured.
Well, this one wasn't, and I'm not either.
こう
Whoa! He prodded my head with his finger.
人は自分と違うものを怖がる生き物なんだ。お前がいい魔女だったとしても、誰にも言うなよ。
I know.
Not like anyone would believe me. How would I convince them? Cast a spell? It wasn't just my memories I'd lost 7 years ago. I'd lost my magic too. Wait, I know magic? All that practice I'd done with my mother as a child, gone to waste. How did I almost drown though? I know magic. Can I just cast a spell to not drown? I wonder where that star necklace went. What's up, Wumpus? My mother and I had matching necklaces. Not only had it helped to control and regulate my magic, but it also reminded me who I was, where I came from. But it vanished during the accident 7 years ago. This is kind of a bombshell you're just dropping all of a sudden. Yeah, I think I vaguely remember seeing in the description something with magic, but I didn't know that I would be casting magic. I want to whip some spells. Witches were all but extinct, thanks to cultural persecution and hunts 4 centuries ago. My mother was the only one I knew other than myself. Despite that, our dark history still lingered. Most people weren't fond of beings like me. My parents had made sure to impress something upon me, though. Magic was a force for good. My mother, at least, had been a kind and caring witch, so I chose to believe in her. I believed in him as well. Who was that boy anyway? I can hardly remember. Witch Pursuit. Yeah, that sounds like it'd be like a fun board game or something. It's fucking Harry Potter but anime girl and we living with football head. Yeah, and we're gonna be kissing boys. Harry Potter wishes he could be kissing boys. All I could recall was that he'd been very important to me. Although I wasn't even sure of that either.
じゃあ行ってくるよ。今日は帰りが少し遅くなるから。
Investigating somewhere far off again?
Arnold was a reporter for a local newspaper. He had to travel often for work.
まあ、自転車で行ける範囲だけどな。あ、そうだ。
He produced a flyer from his pocket.
知ってるか？昨日移動遊園地が来たって。お前こういうの好きだったよな。
An amusement park? In Blank Burger?
I practically leaped for the flyer and read its contents. Whoa.
La Freude Auto Apple Autotune.
I don't know what 30 is in French. Oh, fuck.
The flyer to Reeve is here. Children and adults alike are invited to come have the time of their dreams. Visit us from April 1st to June 30th.
A map marked their location. They were in a forest near the outskirts of town. I don't know.
I do like amusement parks, but I'll sit this one out. I don't earn my keep like you do.
Oh, fuck. Excuse me.
何言ってるんだよ。働いてる女の人の方が珍しいし、家事だって立派な仕事だろ。
You spoke French. Well, some people would say I'm a very special girl.
まあ無理強いはしないけど、我慢する必要はないんだからな。
Oh, Jesus. Please, sir, I just sneezed really loud. He ruffled my hair.
Hey!
もし行ったら遊園地の
God, I'm letting you go, but if you scream again, you're going back in prison.
じ
Little fucker.
ゃあ行ってきます。
Stay safe!
Arnold hopped on his bike and sped off to the office. Riding a bike on a cobblestone sucks ass. I lit you. An amusement park here, of all places. I placed the flyer on my desk and picked up my music box. After I'd wound up the key, I replaced it on the dresser and watched the horses spin as music began to play. The pastel top turned, glass gems twinkling in the sunlight. A kaleidoscope of colors reflected off of them, whisking me away into a world of fantasy. This little merry-go-round, this manège, was all I had left of my father. I don't know if that's how you pronounce that. I was rather fond of it. It reminded me of the manège in my favorite picture book.
Manège.
My father had been an engineer for amusement parks, so we'd often visit them to admire his work. My fascination began there. Unfortunately, I was told I'd received this particular trinket 7 years ago. I had no memory of it personally. Still, memory or not, I'd always treasured it, and I always would. Maybe I will visit that amusement park. Arnold had offered after all, and I genuinely wanted to go. Alright, chores first. With a renewed sense of motivation, I set about my daily tasks. My favorite France fact is so many Japanese tourists were disappointed in the Eiffel Tower. They had to set up an office to comfort them. Is there a term for being depressed about France? Is that actually— I don't know anything about France. You could just make up France lies and I will believe them as France facts. One thing I do know though is that, like, I do know people in general are disappointed when they go to Paris because, like, I guess there's a lot of trash and bullshit around, but, like, being a Philadelphia resident, I feel like I would laugh at the amount of trash in France and be like, this shit is nothing. Where's all the human feces and needles everywhere? It's called being French, am I right? Oh, little French joke! The French have acidic blood, you know? I mean, I don't know for sure, so I just have to take that as a French fact, I guess. Maybe that's why they knew magic over there. Everyone puts it out there as so romantic, but it's just a whatever city. Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot, though, when people, like, have unrealistic expectations based off of bullshit they see in movies. The cluster of psychiatric symptoms has been particularly noted among Japanese tourists due to the way in which Paris has been idealized in Japanese culture. I wonder how many, like, Western tourists feel that way when they go to Japan as well, you know? Because there is no shortage of people, like in America at least, that fully idolize Japanese culture. The French inspired the xenomorph's acidic blood in Alien. You know, I don't know much about France, and I never saw all of Alien, so I also have to take those as a French alien fact. I'm glad we only get the truth here on this stream. I finished my work around midday when the sun was high and left home. Following the map marked in the flyer, I sauntered through town. Why does it sound like he's like from a fucking Speak and Spell? I couldn't help but grin at the rowdy children. It wasn't every day such events occurred around here, so I empathized with their excitement. The fuck? The what? Damn, boy one got a viper's tongue. This is very serious stuff, you're right. The family turned the corner and promptly left earshot. What's the Hamelin phenomenon? Was she really making that up? The question hung in my mind, but I continued on my way to the forest. As the buildings and bustle faded, the trees grew thicker. Birds chirped atop their branches, and squirrels scurried from limb to limb. Tranquility was contagious. What sort of amusement park is it, I wonder? My heart pounded in anticipation. I took a moment to breathe and calm my nerves before continuing. Is that a choich? Whoa, Reeve.
Wow!
What's this? You motherfucker! Yeah, that's exactly what she's like. It's perfect. I want to add this to the stream real quick. There we go. Look! She fits perfectly. sincerely doubt they are, but if the devs ever see that I'm that I have accepted their key and that I'm playing this, I hope they enjoy the experience that they've allowed us to have today. Wow! There it proudly stood, right at the mouth of the forest. A pastel gate gave way to a large fountain, around which numerous lovely attractions were centered. Even from afar, their craftsmanship was something to behold. I couldn't take my eyes away. The entire affair looked like something straight out of a toy box. I could have sworn I just walked into a picture book.
It's also charming. I've never seen a park like this.
そんなところで眺めてないで
Oh,
中に
shit.
入ったら
I'm gonna have to hide. Whoa. I turned to the voice. A girl stood there. Her star-dappled uniform seemed plucked from the same whimsical story as the park itself.
夢の世界へのチケットはここで買えるわ大人1枚でいいかしら
Oh, thank God I'm an adult. Thank goodness, godness, I'm an adult.
Yes, please.
I timidly paid the woman for my ticket.
Hello, poopy boy.
Even the tearaway part's a little star. That's so cute. I found another smile sneaking onto my face. The staff lady smiled back, tearing off the stub and handing me the rest. She punctuated the transaction with a wink.
ようこそレーブ移動遊園地へ
Nib!
夢の時間をお楽しみください
I don't know if that's how that's pronounced in French. If her badge got a little hat like that, it would go on top of the hair. I guess we'll find out. The girl gestured for me to enter. I passed through the gate with a bated breath. I'm already beaten. How'd they build all this crap? There's lights? Is there electricity in this world? My eyes were drawn at once to the fountain, thoughts buzzing as to how they traveled with such a thing. Elephants with which blew bubbles and sprayed water adorned the circumference. Children frolicked about, reaching out for the bubbles. Something smells good. The scent caused me to turn my gaze towards the many stalls set up on the right. Upon closer inspection, they were selling all manner of deviously tempting sweets. From, what the fuck is that? From gaufres and pretzels to sugared fruits and cookies. What the hell is that? I'm not cultured. Warm sandwiches, snacks, ball games, and other diversions also lined the counters. Waffles? What the fuck is this? Great waffles, then. Something about these stalls feels off, though. I approached them to investigate. Oh! To my surprise, the booths were being manned by puppets. Perhaps that wasn't the right word. They were automated puppets, machines known as automations.
いらっしゃいませご注文をどうぞ
Is this one of the boys we could be kissing?
ゴーフルを一つですねかしこ
A Canadian? Are we in Quebec? The automations. Wait, the automatons? Shouldn't there be an I there, or is that a different way of writing it? The automations addressed and attended to the customers with pre-recorded phrases. Incredible! Machines with jobs? Oh my god.
オートマタに何か問題でも
Whoa. This guy looks like the guy from Anayoi, except with brown hair instead of blue. Is he also gonna be negging me? Automatons. Oh, fuck. Dang. You guys are French. Tons like John's? Oh, okay, you know. As a Philly resident, I understand that. I understand fully, completely. A tall man in a uniform suddenly approached me. I knew at once he must have been with the park. This knowledge didn't make his gaze feel any less intimidating, though, or me any less like a frog in the sights of a hungry snake.
Oh, no. I've just never seen one before.
なるほど。オートマタが働いている遊園地は世界広しといえどもここだけだろう。
You
あな
think
たが驚くのは無理もない。
you think this game specifically could possibly make a Japanese tourist disappointed in France when they go to France? I think that would be funny.
だがオートマタは問題なく整備されている。安心して利用するといい。
Whoa. The man said nothing more. He simply turned on his heels and left. He didn't seem very amused for an amusement park employee. Why am I so fucking gassy the moment I start streaming? I shook off the awkwardness and returned to browsing the stalls. Cheers suddenly erupted from the fountain. Maybe there's a show going on. I should go look. I headed towards the hubbub, only to find a young man putting on a performance.
Merci! 拍手どうもでも今のはただのボールジャグリングだ。ここから披露するのは一味違うからな。
Some ball juggling? Whoa! Sir, please, it's the middle of the day. That's an after dark show.
じゃあ一番前で見てる君、好きなフルーツを教えてくれ。
I knew this kid would be in the balls.
それはこんなリンゴか？
Like this one here, zip, and he fucking flashes. The boy produced an apple in his hand, seemingly out of thin air.
今度は奥で見てる君に苦手な野菜を聞こう。
He proceeded to materialize an apple, a radish, a mushroom, and a strawberry, which he then began to juggle. Colorfully mismatched ensemble flew through the air and back into his hands with ease. He improvised all of that? The crowd only continued to grow. I should probably move. There's plenty more to explore. Her thoughts can be the Jersey cunt. Her thoughts can be like New Jersey, but since she almost drowned when she was a kid, her voice turned into Marge. I offered my spot to the boy behind me and weaved my way back out of the crowd. Alright. Quietly wishing the child a good show, I soon escaped the fountain area. Next on my list was the area to the left with the teacups. What's that? A costumed mascot of sorts strolled by the line of guests waiting for the ride. The lemon-colored, droopy-eared rabbit wore the same uniform as the others and carried a flag with the park's insignia.
みんな、僕と一緒に手拍子してね。
That's a big-ass rabbit! Alright, so that sound immediately made me think he was like clapping some cheeks or something. The rabbit began clapping and soon the guests followed suit. On rhythm, he started to move, jump, and spin around the line of people. I could just barely make out a star pattern on the suit beneath his uniform. So cute!
手拍子ありがとう。そろそろ列が動くから前の人にしっかりついていってね。
With a wave of his flag, the rabbit left the guests. He looked this way and that. Eventually, our gazes met. The glittering peridot-colored eyes fixed on mine.
こんにちは、お姉さん。マネージュはもう見てきた？
You have a manage?
レーブ移動遊園地の名物なんだよ。この奥にあるから、よかったら行ってみてね。
Thank you. I will.
rabbit bowed, waved his little hand, then sauntered over to more guests. I wonder what it's like. Merry-go-rounds, that is, manèges, varied a lot from park to park. His hands did not move. You're calling foul, you're calling bullshit. That rabbit is a serial killer? Yeah, that seems to be the consensus. I was curious to see this one and how it compared to my father's music box. It's as popular as the rabbit says, I've gotta see it. I set out on the path he directed me toward. Whoa. Pretty colors. Although this horse is looking at me. I feel like at any moment this game could like do a jump scare and have this one just do a fucking flash zoom and fill up the whole screen for like a split second and go back to normal and then it's facing the other way. But it would be too late at that point because it already took my soul. The sun was beginning to set, dyeing the scenery in a golden tint. A pastel top and an array of colorful horses spun before me. Decorative glass gems twinkled in the sunlight.
It can't be.
I was awestruck. This manège was the spitting image of the one my father had made. Is this what he modeled the music box after? I never knew it was based on something. The manège came to a stop and the riders alighted. My feet carried me forward, all on their own. Every detail is spot on. It's my music box. It's like I'm seeing double. I reached out my hand to touch it. The cold metal chilled my fingers. Wait, why is it getting warmer? It happened before I could react. Am I gonna do a Sailor Moon transform? A blinding light flashed from the manège.
What?
Before I knew it, everything went white. The light had swallowed everything. I couldn't keep my eyes open. My heart pounded in my ears. Heat seethed inside me. What's happening? And then the heat vanished. Carefully, slowly, I opened my eyes. The light was gone too. I just had a stroke, I think. Sound of one rabbit clapping. Yeah, now I am the horse. I scanned the area out of pure confusion, but answers eluded me. Did I imagine all that? Other guests exchanged looks and tilted their heads.
今のは何だったんだ？
新しい演出かしら。
Evidently, I hadn't. The guests stared at the manège for a while before they lost interest and left. I should back away before it starts moving again. I managed to pry myself away from the ride and put some distance between us. That's when I heard the footsteps. My heart nearly leaped out of my chest. Whoa. I slowly turned around. There was a man in a pale purple-hued suit and a shoulder piece.
まさかまた君に会えるなんて。
He has the slightest little mullet. You like that? Behind his stark white hair, he wore a complicated expression. He thought he'd never see me again. I'd never met this man in my life.
And you are?
ヒューゴだよ。覚えていないかい？君に会うのは7年ぶりだから無理もないのかな。
I was not expecting this guy to be named Hugo. That's funny. Hell yeah, you must party. Alright, well, Outermost Zach, I think he's claimed, I think you've claimed Hugo from the sounds of it.
Oh,
My chest tightened.
I'm sorry, but I don't remember much from back then.
I explained the incident in the river and about my amnesia.
I'm sorry.
He frowned for a moment. It was soon replaced with a kind smile.
いや、謝る必要はないよ。 マドモアゼル。改めて自己紹介させてもらえるかな。
I had to make sure I wasn't swallowing when he said Mademoiselle. Yeah, I mean, that... If you use that pickup line for every girl you see, statistically, at some point, you're bound to run into a bitch who has amnesia. It's gonna work eventually, you know? That's a good tactic. Someone, give that one to Andrew Tate. Maybe it'll work on some stupid bitch.
Please.
俺の名前はヒューゴ。このレイブ移動遊園地の園長だ。
So you run things here.
7年前はスタッフの一人だ
Oh
った
my
んだ
god, me?
けど、おかげさまで出世してね。
He winked playfully. Stop!
Did you know my father by any chance? Florent was his name. He was an engineer.
残念ながらお父さんには会ったことがないな。俺が知っているのは君だけだよ。
How old were you 7 years ago? Because you look like you might have been an adult 7 years ago, or I was probably a kid.
I see.
Considering the uncanny similarities between this manège and my music box, my hopes had been somewhat high.
ところで、今しがたマネージュに起きた異変。あの光は君が起こしたものだよね。
Well,
I didn't have the first clue. To claim responsibility for it felt... Wait. To claim responsibility for it felt inaccurate, to say the least. I don't know what. Okay.
I apologize for touching the machinery, but I'm not sure what happened exactly.
He offered a gentle smile.
安心して。責めているわけじゃないんだ。ただ、君の力を貸してほしいと思って。
What do you mean?
After glancing side to side, he leaned in and brought his voice down to a whisper.
君は魔女だろ?
Whoa! Oh my god, he's gonna fucking kill me!
I quickly drew back.
人は自分と違うものを怖がる生き物なんだ。お前がいい魔女だったとしても誰にも言うなよ。
Arnold's words from earlier echoed in my head. No one can know, no one can find out!
If this is an accusation, then you're sorely mistaken.
I refuted him as firmly as I could. Monsieur Hugo appeared dejected. That's not the reaction I expected.
否定したい気持ちはわかるよ。でも、
He was hoping
頼れる相手は君
he
し
was
かい
hoping
な
to
いんだ。
do a good old public execution. Is this ball on, you know? Maybe. You know, ball on is an anagram for Hugo after all.
俺たちは、ここで働く人間は、魔法でこの遊園地に囚われている。それは、とても強力な魔法で、俺たちにはどうすることもできない。だから、助けてほしいんだ。
I don't know about that.
君の魔法で。
I don't know what to say.
わかっているよ。信じられないよね。
He grinned, although only barely this time. He seemed earnest to me, so I didn't think he was playing some sort of trick. But trapped in an amusement park? He can't possibly think I can just believe that. He can't know what I am.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you.
Whoa, a bell chimed, sounding the closing of the park and drowning out my words. People began funneling towards the entrance.
I should be going.
待って。君に見せたいものがあるんだ。
Huh?
Some freaky witch stuff, yeah, damn. This pervert just wanted some witch time. What was that one anime set in an amusement park? I have no idea. I feel like there's gotta be a few, right? He grabbed my hand before allowing me to answer. He didn't pull, though. He simply guided me as a gentleman would. I've never heard of that. Was it good? We left the Manège and passed by a number of attractions. Before long, we'd arrived back at the fountain. It seemed what he wanted to show me wasn't inside the park itself. Once he'd made certain that all the guests had left, Monsieur Hugo passed through the gate. We were alone. Everyone had surely gone home by now. It was quiet. Not even birds filled the silence. This is not suspicious at all. He continued on the road back to town, never letting go of my hand.
Excuse me, where are we going?
俺はどこにも行かないよ。いや、行けないんだ。
Alright, I'm being sold into slavery right now. We stopped.
Monsieur?
But I looked up at him as he unbuttoned his collar. A pale white circle glowed on his neck.
Is that a chain?
I mean, that's not what I would think. But a chain has links, that's just a circle. The light took the form of a collar. Attached to it, oh okay, was an ephemeral chain leading back into the park. Well that makes sense then. I mean, yeah, like the fruitiest looking guy we've seen so far.
Is this a stand user? I can't believe it.
Oh, I didn't know you were into that sort of freaky stuff. God damn, you should have done so sooner.
俺たちを遊園地に縛り付けている魔法だ。
Yeah, that magic don't seem too bad if you ask me. I don't know why you want help getting rid of that.
I don't believe it.
Magically trapped within an amusement park. It shouldn't have been possible, but here I was faced with reality. I couldn't deny what lay before my eyes.
How did this happen?
ある魔女に魔法をかけられてね。
Well, what did you do for her to do that?
俺はもともと遊園地が好きだし、ここでの生活は充実していると言ってもいい。でも、もう何年もこの状態で、そろそろ解放されたいと思っているんだ。
Do tell. Everyone's trapped like this? Not just you?
そうだよ。
He nodded. But magic is a force for good! I thought there were no bad witches! Why would they be fucking murdered if they were all good, stupid?
I find it hard to believe a witch would do this. Witches aren't supposed to be evil.
ああ、悪い魔女はいないよ。これは事故みたいなものだったんだ。
An accident? I was reminded once again of the Seine River. I'd lost a lot that day, even if I didn't remember what exactly they'd been. In addition to my father and the power I'd nurtured with my mother, I'd lost an entire year's worth of memories. The people of the Rive had surely lost things themselves. They would continue to lose things so long as they remained captives.
大丈夫かい？少し怖がらせてしまったかな。
No, I'm okay.
それならよかった。俺の話はこれで終わりだよ。君に見せたかったものはこの魔法だから。
This witch sure is a skeptic. A carny slave? Yeah, damn, I mean, that doesn't sound too bad. French slavery, you will be working in the bakery forever. This is like that Ben Affleck movie. You know full well I don't know what movie you're talking about. You're lucky I even know who Ben Affleck is. He stepped back and the collar and chain vanished in an instant. After a short breath, the director faced me once again.
もう一度だけ聞かせてほしい。君は魔女だろう。
人は自分と違うものを怖がる。
Yeah, we heard that already. Arnold's words came to me again. Monsieur Hugo said witches aren't evil. If he believes that, then maybe. Takes the chain and wraps it around my neck, breaking it in an instant. I took a deep breath, fingers trembling.
I am a witch.
A sigh of relief left his lips.
勇気を出してくれてありがとう。
But I haven't been able to use magic for 7 years now. I'm not much of anything without that.
He remained unfazed.
大丈夫だよ。君の魔法は眠っているだけだ。そうでなければ、あの時光は生まれなかった。
Put on Chinatown in the corner of the stream. Yeah, instead of Subway Surfers, I just have movies on in the corner, and even though I'm not looking at them, I see them through my peripheral, and then I just end up with a bunch of weird, pieced off bits of movie knowledge that I don't know what they're from, and I get even more confused when I think about movies.
That was magic?
ああ、おそらくね。君の中の魔法と、ここに宿っている魔法が反応したからだと思う。さて、ここからが本題だけれど。
Whoa, he clapped his hands together.
うちで働かないかい？君にはスタッフとして魔法の覚醒を目指してほしい。
Me? Work at the Reevee?
もちろん報酬は出すよ。
Okay. I was speechless. I do love amusement parks. They remind me of Dad. It's not that I'm opposed exactly, I just...
考える時間が必要だね。
The pressure was at once alleviated.
Yes. I would need to speak with people back home before making a decision.
I couldn't go agreeing to such arrangements without at least consulting with the Vincents first.
わかった。答えが出るまで待つよ。心が決まったらここへ来てほしい。君のために門は開けておくから。
I mean, it's gonna be open for the guests too.
Thank you.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
Wow, we're French now! Monsieur Hugo waved me goodbye as I left. Bidding farewell, I started on my way home. The park soon vanished in a veil of trees. Yet I remained in high spirits, like I was still there somehow in that world of dreams. What a day it's been! I just told the first person outside the Vincent family about who I was. For the first time, someone had come to me for help. They needed my magic. If my magic really is just asleep, I have to wake it up. There are people I could be helping. I want to be a kind witch, just like Mom was. How the fuck did she die, though? Gas lanterns lit up the dark street. The warm glow almost seemed to call out to me, to guide me forward. My head remained in the clouds the entire way home. World of dreams, yeah. I feel like when she falls asleep here, that's when she wakes up in the Hanayoi Romanesque world, and then her students assault her again, and then she passes out and promptly comes back here. Once Arnold had come home, I spoke with him about working at the park. I left out the part about my magic, though. I didn't want to worry him.
は？遊園地でスカウトされた？一日の大半は家に引きこもって本ばかり読んでるお前が。
Damn, bitch!
You don't have to put it like that.
驚いたな。遊園地に行ってみたらって勧めたけど、まさかそんなことになるなんて。
It's cooked in a big oven? Fuck. Arnold blinked several times. Look. She wouldn't have tried to eat all those kids if they didn't look so tasty.
それで何に悩んでるんだ？相談してきたってことは仕事に興味あるんだろ？
I am. I'd very much like to work at an amusement park like my dad did. But that'd take time away from things I'd normally be doing to help. Cleaning, chores, and anything else that needs doing at home.
It didn't feel right to run off when they'd done so much for me.
まあいいんじゃないか？
You don't?
He acquiesced surprisingly quickly.
料理以外なら母さんに頼めるし、 まあ家事全般が苦手だから不安はあるけど、なんならパリにいた頃みたいに
Damn, you guys are rich, huh?
父さんからの仕送りでお金に困ってないからな。俺だって仕事して稼いで
Wait, so that means that I've been doing all this maid work and I haven't been compensated for it? That's crap. We also plan to play the new psychological horror game, Tsunagari Chess School. I've never even heard of that. I only started playing this game because I was offered a key for it. Let me take a look. Has fourth wall breaks. Yeah, I feel like a lot of them have stuff like that since Doki became popular. Which is funny, cause like, you know, I'd played a number of Japanese visual novels before that, and I feel like a few of them did that, but DDLC was definitely like the first one that popularized it. In the States, anyway. Which is fine. Arnold's smile quickly turned to a frown.
ただし、とりあえずは遊園地がこの町にいる間だけだ。初めて働くわけだし、最初から深入りは禁物だからな。
Right. That seems fair.
There was no guarantee my magic would ever awaken anyway.
それに、次どこへ移動するかもわからないしな。
He glanced outside the window and sighed.
母さんには俺から話しておくよ。お前は明日、ちゃんと先方に返事をするんだぞ。
I will. Thank you, Arnold.
The long day was finally coming to an end. Before bed, I picked up the music box from the dresser. That chair looks so uncomfortable. I turned the key and listened to the melody as I processed the day's many events. Really had been like someplace out of a storybook. The attractions, the performances, the smiles everywhere you looked. And then there was the manège and its resemblance to this very music box. The light. My magic. The collar of light around the director's neck and the chain that held him captive. I could only wonder and hope my magic was there somewhere, waiting for me to wake it up. Give me strength, Dad! The strength to see this through! Held the music box to my chest. To my tits.
Okay, time for bed.
Had to get up early to visit the Reve. I still don't, I'll never know how to pronounce that. I needed to give them my answer. Oh, Robo, you gonna play it? Perfect. The next time you do a poll to play a Toho, start playing that one. Just say it's related to Toho somehow. No one will know otherwise. The next morning, I made for the park while the air was still chilly. The girl at the front wasn't there. The gate, however, was open, just as I'd been told it would be. Rave? Okay. I'm okay keeping it. I'm okay saying it like rave. Unlike yesterday, silence filled the park. There were no kids frolicking around the fountain, no parents to scold them. My legs carried me further. They led me towards the manège. Hadn't planned a meeting place, but somehow I knew I'd find him there. And there he was.
答えが出たんだね。
He noticed me at once.
I do. I'd like to work with you. As long as the park is in Blankburger at least.
ブランブールを離れたらお別れかい？
Buranbur. Oh my god.
We'll cross that bridge when we come. There's no telling how things will go with my magic after all.
それもそうだね。じゃ。
Whoa. Monsieur Hugo stepped forward and extended his hand.
短い間だけど。よろしく。
Likewise, Monsieur.
We exchanged a firm handshake. I now had a job to do. I had to awaken my magic and free the people of La Fuerza. So rose the curtain on my new life. Blah, 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 blah. Can we get an opening video? Yeah! Thank you! I have some crap on my glasses. I gotta wipe them off. Oh, a little 3D. Oh, but I want to watch the movie. Wiping my glasses. Oh, I can kind of read it. Oh, frick. Coochie. Why are you showing me girls? Get him out of here. Hello? Yo, was that Hatsune Michael? He's teal. Even in her mind palace, her vag can't stop crying. Is the rabbit a fuck option? Why was it there? Apple? Wow, that was cute. Are we gonna go rabbit route? Whoa, I got an achievement. I played the prologue. Chapter 1. Here we go.
スタッフになった君にはこの遊園地のことをよく知ってもらわないといけないね。
I don't know how long we're gonna be playing this today, but I know that, the only thing I know for sure is I can't play past chapter 3. Oh wait, my glasses are back on. Oh! I can't play past chapter 3, which is fine, because I don't even think we're gonna make it that far today. Fuck whoever's in the costume, but they never take it off! You know, maybe the rabbit has a chain too. You know, if the rabbit guy stays in his costume, then I'll just have to put my Eggman mask on.
Okay.
I did so. I saw pastel attractions, automatons behind counters, and of course, the prominent fountain. What exactly am I looking for? Alright. Monsieur Hugo snapped his fingers. I didn't blink. Whoa.
What?
There was a flash of light, and suddenly everything was gone. Only the manège and the automatons remained.
What just happened?
ここは魔法でできた遊園地でね。園長である俺の意志で消すことができるんだ。
Why did they give you a key? Don't they know what your brand is? Hmm? Oh, I thought you meant something like in this, like a key to the park, and I was like, huh, I just walked in. I assume I got a key because I played Hanayoi Romanesque like just a couple days ago. On Friday. I assume it's because of that. We fucking otome games now. We automatons in here.
実在するもの以外はだけれど。
We're your boy kissers now. Hey, all you guys here, you're boy kissers. Haha. He gestured to the manège and automatons.
遊園地を自在に出し入れできるなんて便利なようだけれど、現実も幻想もすべて一緒に動く必要がある。
Just kissing? Well, I guess, you know, we gotta play more to find out.
だから、俺たちの行動は制限されているんだ。マネージと行けるところは限られているからね。
He shrugged.
That certainly sounds complicated.
Reality and fiction are all merged together in one place. Sounds like something out of a storybook. It must be hard having to live it, though.
I'll do everything I can to awaken my magic and free you all. I promise.
ありがとう。そう言ってもらえて嬉しいよ。
The director smiled softly before snapping his fingers again.
じゃあ、早速だけれど、君の中に眠る魔法
How
を
how
覚
deep
醒させて
inside
みよ
me
うか。
is it?
Already?
I hadn't expected it to happen so soon.
ああ、ごめんね。心の準備がまだだったかな。
You have no idea how much I want to kiss Leon from RE4, you know? No one ever wants to kiss Barry. I'm pretty sure Will wants to. So that's at least one. Monsieur Hugo peered down at me with concern. I'm not quite sure, really. Oh shit, wait. What did he ask me? Probably do something about the magic inside you. Do we want to do something about the magic right away? Or do we want to wait a bit? I want to do this because I don't know if I want to kiss this guy yet. I'd like some time.
I'd like some time to settle my nerves first.
He nodded sympathetically.
君の不安はよくわかるよ。7年も眠っていた魔法を起こすわけだからね。でも、あまり時間がな
Yeah,
いんだ。
yeah.
もう少しで開演時間になる。
I want to see what other boys I can
来演者がい
kiss.
る中でやるわけにはいかないからね。
Right, the public can't see me using magic. I'll get killed.
Okay, I'm ready.
Wait, what? No!
君は無意識のうちに魔法の力を眠らせている。それを少しずつゆっくりと起こしていこう。目を閉じて集中して自分の内に秘めた魔法に意識を向けるんだ。
Could your magic be here? And he shoves his fingers right in. Oh!
何か感じるかい？
There's a light. I can see it.
それは目覚める可能性がある魔法だね。さあ、手で触れて集めてみて。
Whoa, wait, oh my god. Use the cursor keys or the left click to gather as many fragments of magical light as you can.
準備はいいかい？
Can I use the controller for this, or do I have to use the mouse? Oh my god.
いい調子だね。
Who knew magic was so easy?
そのまま続けて。大丈夫、上手だよ。
I'm magic, I'm magic! The bar doesn't go any higher. Oh fuck. I thought it was gonna be a rhythm game or something.
Ah, the light's gone.
集中力が切れてしまったようだね。無理もない。とても繊細な作業だから。
I mean, I don't think I would use the word delicate to describe what I just did at all.
最後に集めた魔法を目覚めさせよう。魔法が中心にまとまった瞬間にタイミングよく刺激するんだ。うまくいけば覚醒するはずだよ。
I'll try.
Left click, press enter or spacebar when two stars outlines overlap to awaken your magical power. Okay. Ah, close enough.
素晴らしいね。
Oh,
君の
thanks.
頑張りには目を見張るばかりだ。
Tsubarashi is my favorite French word. My evil leveled up! I'm evil. Cool. I'm gonna get burned at the stake just like my mom.
I'm finished. I don't feel very different though.
それはそうだよ。 魔法をわずかに覚醒させただけだからね。
Zod is sleeping next to me. Since I put Zod out of being held prison, he's just fallen asleep instead. Could have just done that from the start instead of yelling around.
実感はないかもしれない。でも完璧だったよ。初めてで成功させるなんて君はすごいな。ご褒美は何がいい？
Okay.
キスでいいかな？
Yeah.
What?
まだ早かったかな？
Hey, that's not what I didn't say no. Gather magic, you must first complete this bangin' Hatsune Miku track. Yeah, dude, I'd be the best magician. I'd be so good. Only after I'd heard his childish laugh did it hit me that he was teasing. So he has a playful side. Duly noted.
魔法は時間をかけてゆっくり覚醒させていこう。地道な作業だから焦りが出るかもしれないけれど。
Yes, of course.
Thank goodness, that's one less thing to worry about. This subject had always weighed heavily on my mind compared to my other concerns. I could feel the tension leaving my shoulders.
You know an awful lot about magic. Is there another witch you're acquainted with?
いや、霊部から解放される方法を探すうちに自然と詳しくなったんだ。いろいろこれほどの知識を身につけ
Sorry, I
るま
cut
で
you off, Hugo.
長い道のりだったな。
What's up, Gitwal Pong? You wanna kiss boys? We're kissing boys in here today. That makes sense. The reason I'm here must be because he's tried everything else. Monsieur Hugo stared off into the distance. His elegant smile soon returned, though.
さて、そろそろ遊園地の裏側に案内しよう。契約の話もあるし、他のスタッフにも君を紹介しないとね。
Only if they are cute twinks. Do you not see the man in front of us right now? Do you not see Hugo?
さあ、マドモアゼル。
Oh,
Thank you.
I followed closely behind. I followed in his behind. Oh, that's right. Shortly after we left the Manège, I remembered something very important.
May I ask a question?
一つでいいのかい？君の質問にならいくつでも答えるよ。
His perpetual eloquence was something I would have to get used to.
Thank you, but just one is enough for now.
そう。それで聞きたいことというのは？
It's about your manège. Are you aware of any music boxes based on its likeness?
オルゴール？
He tilted his head in thought.
I'm referring to the one my late father gave me before he passed. It looks just like the Manny G here. It's not just a passing resemblance either.
そういうものがあるとは知らなかった。少なくともうちでは作ってい
Watch, my
ない
dad is the
から
one who put the
誰
curse
か
on
が
all these
真似て
guys.
作ったものだろうね。
He knew that his daughter would be swept away by all of these fucking cute boys and be like, not my daughter. Little did he know.
My father must have been. He was always a skilled craftsman.
そうか。
I've hit a dead end. If Monsieur Hugo never knew my father, then it all must have been a coincidence. I was certain there would have been some kind of connection, but I suppose that had all been wishful thinking.
I apologize. I didn't mean to pry. It was just on my mind.
いや、気になることがあれば何でも聞いてくれて構わないよ。さっきも言った。
My daughter will not be banging the rabbit costume. I know her top and I know she'd be fucking that thing all night. I can't have it. Keep it in the carnival.
He smiled at me. We'd only just met, and yet I felt an oddly familiar sense of calm wash over me. Conversations have never been my strong suit, but something about him is so inviting. What if I have to destroy my music box and that's what sets them free? Before long, we'd arrived at a large tent-like building. Bling, blah, blah, blee, blah. I timidly stepped inside. The interior was many times larger than I'd anticipated. It had been furnished with all the essentials of a workplace: desks, tables, and shelves.
ようこそ遊園地の裏側へ。
Yokoso!
余計な気遣いかもしれないが、執務テントと説明した方が
I want to
理解
bully
し
the
やす
guy
い
on the
な。
left. The tall man I'd met the other day prior quipped back at Monsieur Hugo.
少し夢のある言い方をしてみたのさ。
まったくあなたは。
I want to slap the glasses off his face and be like, haha.
紹介するよ。彼はセル
Surge?
レイブの経理を担当している。
Like Chrono Cross.
Pleased to meet you. I'm her Vag. I suppose we'll be co-workers from now on.
セルジュだ。ヒューゴから話は聞いている。
Surge's expression was stone-like as he pulled a sheet of paper from the desk.
労働契約書を用意しておいた。書面の内容を確認して、サインをしてくれ。
Right. Okay.
The man's business-like demeanor quickly revived the anxiety I'd only just rid myself of. Monsieur Hugo patted him on the back.
笑顔を忘れているよ、セルジュ。女の子にはにこやかに接しないと。
仰せのままに。
The edges of his lips twisted up into the shape of a smile. Smile it was, technically, in the most generous sense. I hate to be rude, but this somehow makes me even more uncomfortable.
何か
No, nothing.
君は期待を裏切らないね。
何を笑っているんだ、ヒューゴ。あなたがこうしろと言ったんだろう。
Oh no, he's autistic.
You, really don't have to force yourself on my account.
そうか。なら、元に戻させてもらう。
もうおしまいか。残念だな。
Surge returned to his stoicism, much to oh my god, much to the director's great disappointment.
契約書はこれだ。
I took the paper and scanned over it. Much of the language was difficult to parse, but I managed to decipher the main points. I would only be employed for the time the rave was present in Blankburg. Magic was to be practiced before opening and after closing. The rest of my time could be used at my own discretion.
What does my own discretion mean?
ここで過ごしてもいいし、家に帰ってもいい。どう時間を使うかはあなたの自由だ。
I'm being paid though, aren't I? It hardly seems fair that all I do is practice magic.
だが、そういう契約だ。違ったか、ヒューゴ。
いや、合っているよ。君には
Oh, my
魔法
full
の覚醒
attention,
に
my
専念してもらう。
partial my attention gonna be on that. The rest gonna be kissing all the boys.
I see.
The arrangement didn't sit right with me, even if that was technically what I had agreed to. He may insist, but still...
Is there a way I could help with work around the park?
魔法の覚醒と遊園地の仕事、どっち
I'm gonna be working here. I'd like to be of some use at least. If that's okay.
いや、負担にならないのなら素敵な提案だよ。ああ、でも制服が。
それなら問題ない。用意がある。
You take my measurements, Surge?
Whoa. Surge swiftly retrieved a uniform from a dresser. The majority of the uniform was a beautiful white and pink affair, patterned with stars that contrasted brightly against the colors. It even came with a matching cap and boots!
It's beautiful.
別にあなたのために用意しておいたわけじゃない。
Mm-hmm.
常に不測の事態に備えているだけだ。
さすがセルジュ。
Serge.
君の用意周到さにはいつも頭が下がるよ。
あなたの期待に応えるのが
Alright.
私の仕事だからな。
Surge handed me the clothes, then set about amending the contract.
これで要件は満たしたか。問題がなければ契約書にサインを。
Thank you.
I gave the contract one last... Son? What was that? Did you just wake up from a dream? What the heck? Can you hear him? He just went meow, meow. And he just woke up. Were you dreaming? You good? Yeah? Have a little dream? Okay. He's happy now. I gave the contract one last look before signing my name.
確認した。これであなたはレイブの正式な一員だ。
来てくれてありがとう。改めて君を歓迎するよ。
I'm glad to be here.
I bowed to them. Monsieur Hugo then exchanged glances with Serge. The latter nodded back before looking to the door.
クララ、近くにいるんだ。
Clara, I don't want to be talking to a bitch. Oh. It's this handlebars looking bitch. A girl I recognized entered. It's the woman I met at the gate.
こんにちは。
Whoa.
昨日会ったわよね。受付を担当。
Why are there women in my game? I don't want to be seeing no bitches.
I'm her Vag. I look forward to working with you.
彼女もスタッフとして働くことになった。着替えのために部屋を貸してもらえるか。
魔法の訓練だけじゃなくて遊園地の仕
She
事もして
trapped
くれ
here
るの？
too?
内容はまだ決まっていないけれどね。やりたいと彼女から申し出てくれたんだ。
へえ、あなたって優しいのね。
Damn, Clara.
I'm useless when it comes to magic right now, so I want to do what I can in the meantime.
気に入ったわ。私の部屋はこっちよ。ついてきて。
Clara grinned from ear to ear. I held out my uniform to my chest and followed her out.
これでよし。
Whoa, holy fuck. Clara, you can't be saying that and then getting this damn close to me. You're making me uncomfortable.
うんうん。髪型も帽子の位置もバッチリね。
You think so?
Oh, wow.
大丈夫大丈夫。とっても可愛いわ。じゃあ戻りましょうか。
Yeah.
Donned in my new clothes, I followed Clara as she stepped out of her tent. Each of the staff apparently had one of their own. Meals and showers were shared, but living spaces were separate.
Thank you for all your help, Clara.
お礼なんていいわよ。大したことはしてないし。それと、私の
This
こ
is
とは
dome,
クラ
it's
ラ
a
でいいわ。
tent, I guess.
というか、ヒューゴさんとセルジュさん以外はみんな呼び捨てで大丈夫よ。年も近いだろうし。あなた年は？
I don't know.
17.
Oh no, I'm not an adult at all!
ほんと？私も17よ。同い年ね。
Claire's eyes lit up.
レイブの女子は私だけだったから、あなたが来てくれてよかった。これから仲良くしてね。それと、敬語も必要ないから。
It's one of the disaster relief tents, but it's serving cunt.
Right. Yeah. I'd like that, Clara.
じゃあ、最初のお仕事よ。頑張ってね。
That's bad luck, Clara. Clara gave me a gentle push on the back as soon as we made it back to the administrative tent.
Huh? What job?
Whoa. I looked around the room, which now included people I'd yet to meet.
みんな、紹介するよ。今日からレイブで働く新しい仲間だ。自己紹介をお願いできるかな、マドモアゼル。
Oh.
Right. My name is Her Vag, and I'll be working with you all starting today. I'm technically a witch, but I can't use my magic yet. I intend to help out while I get a handle on it. For as long as you're in Blankburger, at least, I'm gonna do everything in my power to free you all.
Despite how clumsy it was, my introduction garnered scattered applause. Can't say I have to do that very often. My heart's still pounding. I let out a sigh to calm my nerves. Meanwhile, the rabbit stepped forward and bowed.
僕の名前はリオン。短い間だけどよろしくね。
Jesus God.
ああ、僕の方が年下だと思うから呼び捨てで敬語は使わなくて大丈夫だよ。
Are you gonna take the fucking costume off or what?
Really? Okay then. It's nice to meet you, Leon.
He must really love his job if he's already in costume. Next to him was the boy who'd performed yesterday, scowling in a most displeased manner.
クリエだ。
Crier? And that was it for his introduction. I get the feeling he doesn't like me, probably because I have no balls for him to juggle.
業務について不明な点があれば私かヒューゴに聞いてくれ。
I will.
This can't be all the boys. Where's the rest? Where's Hatsune
もう間も
Michael?
なく開演の時刻だ。各自準備を再開してくれ。
はい。
Oh. They promptly vacated the tent. Serge returned to his desk and set about working on some documents. What now? As my eyes wandered for something to do, they met with Monsieur Hugo's. He smiled back cheerfully.
タイミングがなくて言えていなかったけれど。
You got the one at home as well? The what at home?
その制服
Whoa.
とてもよく似合っている。髪型も可愛いね。
As they both pink, I guess.
Thank you. Clara helped me tie it up.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about him. I ain't going for the childhood friend though. That's the most boring route.
清潔感があってスタッフにふさわしいね。そんな素敵な君に早速仕事をお願いしてもいいかな。
I do.
みんなの仕事ぶりを見学してきてもらいたい。見て回るうちにこの遊園地にもなれるだろう。興味のある仕事場から優先してもらって構わないよ。モチベーションは何よりも大切だからね。
Okay.
I'll do that and try to stay out of people's hair.
よろしくね。じゃあ俺も出てくるよ。正門でお客さんを出迎えないといけないから。また後で会おう。まずはレイブを楽しんで。
Great. Monsieur Hugo exited the tent, leaving only me and Serge. Okay, way to go. Oh shit. Let's go with teacups. The only way Spare Boy's route could be interesting is if we turn him into a circus slave too. Oh fuck. I made my way to the teacups where I found Leon just like I had yesterday. Oh. He seemed to be in the process of being accosted by a stray cat.
猫さん落ち着いて。君をいじめたりしないから。
I looked down at Zod and he's full and licking his asshole right now. Leon's platitudes fell on deaf ears.
どうしよう。
How do I handle this?
Come here, kitty. It's okay. Don't be scared.
I crouched down low and approached it carefully. The cat quickly lowered its guard and weaved through my legs. After a few scritches, the little guy wandered off, satisfied with the attention.
ありがとう。君が来てくれて助かったよ。
I'm glad I could help. I bet the costume probably scared it.
そうなのかな。それだけじゃない気がするけど。
You think?
Leon tilted his head. I could tell he must have been perplexed under that mask.
ああ、考え込んでる場合じゃなかった。お仕事しなくちゃ。
Sad preparing. Can we go the bad witch route? I wish. I want to.
Would you mind if I stick around to observe? I'm taking a look at everyone's jobs.
もちろんだよ。わからないことがあったら何でも聞いてね。
Thanks.
He seems like a nice person. I'd like to look him in the eye at some point. I hung around the teacups for a while, watching the yellow rabbit do his thing. Blah 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 blah. Where to next? I had been all over, but there were still so many other places to see.
見学は順調かい？
Who dis? Oh fuck, I was hoping it'd be a new boy. I turned to see Monsieur Hugo.
Monsieur, hello. I think I've seen about half the park now.
じゃあ一息ついたらどうかな。そろそろお昼だからね。
Is it really?
All of a sudden, I felt very hungry.
Where does everyone normally eat here?
俺たちはスタッフ用の食堂を使うけれど、
A childish smirk spread across his face.
君は屋台で食べたらどうだい？オートマタの仕事ぶりも見学しておかないとね。
Are you sure employees should be eating from them though?
今日は特別だよ。ほら、
What's the
俺の
problem?
気が変わらないうちに行っておいで。
I suppose I will.
He handed me a meal ticket, and I took it over to the stalls.
Oh, that smells wonderful.
The warm aroma of cinnamon wafting off freshly fried churros made it impossible not to grin. I sat down on the edge of the fountain and took a satisfyingly crispy bite. The attractions, the performances, and even the food. I've never been to a more perfect amusement park. I was on the job, of course, but I was genuinely having the time of my life, too. Everyone gets on with their lives just like the rest of us, and yet they're all trapped. It's so easy to forget. This place feels like a dream. It's just having churros for lunch. Yeah, I'm just thinking the same thing. Clouds began to gather that afternoon. The rain came soon after. Threads like silk poured from the sky without warning. A stir went through the park as people ran for cover from the downpour. Are you gonna hug some boys now? Whoa. I hope it stops soon. I wasn't the only anxious one.
いつ晴れるかな。早くティーカップに乗りたいよ。
You're gonna get a wet butt if you sit on that now.
雨が止まなかったらもう帰るの？せっかく遊園地に来たのにつまんない。
Alright, you can calm down with that. The children were beginning to get restless. I'd feel so awful for the guests if this goes on all day.
君も雨は退屈かい？
No, I'm just worried about the guests.
それなら心配は
This
無用だよ。
magic get the rain away.
彼に任せておけばいい。
Whose?
Monsieur Hugo directed me to Surge with his gaze.
遠くの空は晴れている。
I followed his eyes skyward. He was right. The sky was only partly covered, and it seemed clear a little further off.
通り雨が去るまで私が対応しよ
よろしく。期待しているよ。
う。ああ、分かって。
You do. Surge slowly and deliberately made his way across the pavilion. In the back was a piano. I'd assumed it was for decoration, but evidently not. After some short preparations, Surge took a seat and placed his hands on the keys. There was a moment of stillness. Wow! A gentle melody began to flow from Surge's fingers. The rain all but vanished thanks to his dulcet tones. Even the children were in trance. They couldn't help but listen. Just like that, the restlessness dissipated. It's beautiful. He plays so gently. I can't believe this is the same Surge I met this morning.
セルジュの担当は経理だけれど、雨の日だけはこうしてパフォーマンスをするんだ。素敵な演奏だろ？雨は退屈
Does
じ
he
ゃな
only
いと
play it when
思わ
it's
せてくれ
raining?
る。
That's funny.
You're right. The weather's the last thing on my mind right now.
I almost wish it would last longer. Serge played several pieces until the rain had well and truly passed. Each and every tune carried that same gentleness, that same tranquility. It was, in a word, beautiful.
皆さん、ご清聴ありがとうございました。
He bowed as the guests showered him in applause. That was loud, that scared me. Whoa, we're gay! The sky was clear and a perfect rainbow stretched across it.
素敵な演奏をありがとう、セルジュ。
The director offered his gratitude at once. I should say something too. I don't want to romance Serge, so we'll just say good job. Well done.
Well done, Serge.
Oh.
His previously tender demeanor had seemingly vanished with the rain.
So you play every time it rains?
来園者を退屈させるわけにはいかないからな。通り雨で帰られて、売り上げが落ちては困る。
His words betrayed just a little of the kindness I'd felt earlier. I'm sure profits are important for finances, but I get the feeling he likes to make people smile too.
You were very good. Everyone was stunned silent.
昔に比べて、腕は落ちたかな。
Alright. He looked down at his right hand. Did he joik off too much? It really was a beautiful performance. And that must mean Serge is a beautiful person. I'd like to think so at least. He'd been somewhat standoffish at first, but now I realized he was only like that on the surface. The recital had changed my entire impression of him. This girl's simple. Learn an instrument. So you can trick a girl.
I'll be here again tomorrow. Have a good night.
お疲れ様。
I'm not practicing
気をつけて
magic.
帰ってね。
I will.
I ducked out of the administrative tent. Sun had set long ago, and the stars were twinkling. Dot is drinking water, and it's the loudest thing in the world. I made it through my first day! I'd taken a look at everyone's jobs, and my magic practice at closing had gone well too. I've got a long way to go, but I think I can say I'm proud of today.
And I will be tomorrow too.
Muttered to no one in particular. Contrasted against the stillness of the park, my self-encouragement sounded almost enthusiastic. Then I heard footsteps. Am I gonna get raped? Whoa. Is that the rabbit? I glanced around until I found someone loitering in the distance. Who was that? I didn't recognize him. He looked about my age, maybe younger. He must be an employee I haven't met if he's here after hours. That looks like the rave's uniform, too. Before I could say anything, though, the boy walked away. Oh, right. I'd better get home. I exited through the gate and returned to familiar roads. Somehow, though, after a long day of work, they felt almost untrodden. Whoa! That was chapter 1. We're on chapter 2. It was the morning of my second day working at the rave. After my early magic practice, I found Crier already in the administrative tent. He was in the middle of polishing some of his juggling equipment. Oh my god, I should. He needs his privacy if he's doing that.
Good morning, Crier.
Oh,
What if you jerked off and it sounded like that? Would you be concerned or would that be cool? You responded without so much as a glance in my direction. There's definitely a wall between us. I retreated to a corner where I waited out the awkward silence. I mean, anyone needs a good morning ball polish to get ready for a long day at work.
おはよ
Whoa. Claire's voice brightened the mood at once.
Morning, Clara.
う。今日も顔が見られてよかった。初日で嫌になってもう来ないんじゃないかって心配してたのよ。
Not at all. Thank you for your concern, though.
何か困ったことがあれば言ってね。私たち一緒に働く仲間なんだから。
Her smile wiped away any remaining anxiety I had. Come to think of it, a question sprung to mind.
Hey, not that it's a big deal or anything, but I saw a boy about my age after closing last night. He seemed nice, but I didn't recognize him. He had on a uniform, so I was wondering if there was anyone else I haven't met yet.
優しそうな男の子？
Clara put a finger to her chin and tilted her head.
一体誰かしら？ねえクリエ、心当たりある？
さあな。でも会ってないのってあいつだけだろ。
Let me meet him!
そうだけど、優しそうな男の子じゃないわよね。
Let me meet him!
冷血メガネのセルジェさんよりマシだけどな。
Clara turned back to me.
整備士のルシオールかもしれないけど、あなたの話と合わないのよ。他にスタッフはいないはずだし。後でヒューゴさんに聞いてみるわ。
Thanks.
If even Clara doesn't know, who could it possibly be? Just then, Serge ducked into the tent.
クリエはいるか？
ああ、ここにいるよ。
Polishing
何かあっ
away.
たのか？
買い出しに行ってもらえるか？オートマタの修理をするのに部品が足りないとヒューゴに頼まれた。
休園日でいいだろう。午前のパフォーマンスだってあるんだし。
Chris is in the other room and I can hear Zod is in there meowing at him for attention. It is Chris's turn to be annoyed by Zod.
いや、急ぎで頼みたい。今日中に修理して明日には稼働させたいんだ。
いやでも新作の披露が。
悪いが選択肢はない。外に出られるのはクリエ。
Oh shit.
お前だけなんだからな。
Huh? I doubted my ears for a second. I thought everyone was trapped here. Is Krya the exception?
仕方ねえな。
部品のリストと代金はここに。
お、結構多いな。まあこの数なら1往復でなんとか。
Does he wear his little fucking circus outfit outside too? Because that'd be funny.
ついでに紙とインクも頼む。
Krya grimaced dramatically.
出たな、ついで。この部品の数でついでなんてねえよ。
持ちきれると思ったが。
Serge looked Kryer up and down. Mostly down. Oh my god, what the fuck?
おいこら、人を見下ろすな。ついでにチビだから持ちきれないとか見下してるんだろ。
Alright.
いや、冷静に分析していたところだ。
分析ね。で、その結果どうな
Have
ん
the
だ。
goal come and help you out. Serge looked my way. Me?
あなたにクリエの手伝いを頼みたい。
Of course.
My voice shot up an octave out of surprise.
はあ？なんだよ、手伝いって。俺一人で十分だろ。
How many logos does this game have? Probably, I mean, they're cursed by something for sure. They're trapped here with magic, so I can't see the logos yet, but I apparently also know magic in this, so. There's at least as many logos as there are boys, I think.
一人で持ちきれないというのなら、二人で行くべきだろう。違うか？
それは違わねえけど、でもその子守なんかしたくねえっていうか。
I felt a prick in my chest. I couldn't use magic and I'd only just begun working for the rave. His appraisal of me wasn't as wrong as I would have liked it to be. Still, it hurts to hear.
ちょっとクリエ、なんてこと言うのよ。
お前には関係ないだろ
あるわよ。それに彼女は子供じゃないわ。
私たちと同じ17歳で大人なんだから。
同感だ。彼女は幼児ではない。子守という言葉は当てはまらないだろう。
そういう意味じゃねえ。役立たずの新人連れてっても邪魔だって話だよ。
Dead weight. I was well aware of how little I added to the team, but to hear it put so plainly was painful. Like, what am I doing? Just fucking helping him bring groceries back? That's not a big deal. Babysitting. Dead weight. His harsh words weighed heavily on me, to the point I could scarcely even hold my head up to look the others in the eye.
クリエの言うことなんて
Oh, jeez.
気にしちゃダメよ。
But it's the truth.
My chest swelled with suffocating self-pity. If I weren't such a failure of a witch, maybe I'd be worth something. Silence lingered in the room. Freer was the one to finally break it.
なあ、もう分かったよ。ほら、行くぞ、シン
Just
ジ。
going shopping,
仕方ねえから
jeez.
手伝わせてやる。
Ain't that big of a deal. He patted me on the back, my head shot up.
You're sure?
しけた面されてるとやる気が失せる。後期使ってやるから覚悟しとけ。
Oh my god, he fucking polished his balls and now he's gonna bone me.
Of course.
最初からそうすればいいのに。
まったくだな。
うるせえ。
I saw the faintest hint of color on Creer's cheeks as he passed me by. Was he blushing?
あ、クリエ、ここに。
Just as we were about to leave, though, Monsieur Hugo appeared.
オートマタの部品のことならも
ついでにブランデーを買ってきてもらえるかな。
Oh, thanks.
いつものチーズも頼むよ。
Brandy and cheese, hell yeah.
う。またついでかよ。
それと新しいチラシが届いたから配ってきてもらいたい。
たく、人使いが荒いな。
頼りきりでごめんね。おかげで助かっているよ。
Creer took the bundle of flyers from the director, then made another attempt to leave.
じゃあ行って。
クリエさん、
Oh geez, rapid jump scare. Leon, donned in his signature bunny costume, appeared next.
本屋さんで絵本を買ってきてほしいんだ。買い出しのついでにお願いできるかな。
Heavy sigh left his lips. I can probably tell what he's thinking.
あれ、僕変なこと言ったかな。
Everyone wants me to pick the rabbit. Freer remained silent, so I spoke up for him.
No, it's not you, Leon. What sort of book are you looking for?
僕まだ読んでいない絵本が読みたくて、この町にしかない絵本があれば欲しいな。
Got it. I'll keep an eye out.
ありがとう。
I have some at my house. He bowed politely, waved goodbye, then exited the tent. Clara and Monsieur Hugo followed.
俺たちも行くか。
Right.
買い出しは俺の仕事とはいえ、ついでで散々パシられんのは納
At
得い
least
か
he's
ね
in regular clothes. Creer started complaining as soon as we were on our way. I can't blame him for feeling that way after what I saw.
Is this typically how these jobs go for you?
え。まあな。でも、セルジュさんより背が高かったら、ちゃんと言い返せると思うんだよ。
Phrasing, sir.
Is height relevant to the problem?
決まってんだろ。あの冷血メガネ。いつも俺を見下ろしやがって。
He's just looking at you, dude. He can't look up to see you. He continued to fume, but that seemed to have been the last of his grievances. Oh, I should ask him that question I had. It was possible it was my only chance.
How can you leave the park, Crier? I thought everyone at the rave was trapped.
俺は例外なんだよ。
My face when she doesn't pick the rabbit, you know? We'll find out. We already unintentionally picked his option before.
Really?
I waited for a response, but it never came.
If you're free, then why are you with the rave?
さあな。
He left no room for further prying. He's in love with all the boys too. We soon reached the town. A number of shops lined Blankberg's busiest street.
まずはオートマタの部品からだな。売ってそうな店は。
I think the general store... Oh god, I have a hair in my eye. I think the general goods store up ahead sells them.
I pointed a ways down the street.
そっか。お前はここに住んでるんだったな。
Alright, bitch.
その調子で俺の足を引っ張るなよ。
I'll certainly try.
We quickly gathered everything we needed from the general store. Freer surveyed the rest of the shop.
部品以外もあれば買いたいな。
I think I saw paper and ink.
じゃあ紙とインクと封筒を買っていくか。
Did they ask for it?
Look, at the Full Metal Alchemist glove right there. Pick the rabbit, you'll get all the carrots you can eat. Oh, yeah, you know, you're right. Just like if we went to the farming simulator booth at TGS. Freer cut me off with an explanation.
用紙が足りなくなってる時は封筒もないことが多いからな。一緒に買っておいた方がいいんだよ。
That makes sense.
He seems awfully considerate for someone who was grumbling just moments ago.
買ってくるからここで待ってろ。
Found myself admiring his initiative as he made for the counter. After finishing the director and Leon's requests, our luggage had expanded exponentially. And after all that walking, too! It's hard to believe Cryage usually does this all by himself.
思ったより早く終わったな。おい新人、この辺りにあるっていうパティスリーを知ってるか？
What the
うまい
fuck
アッ
is
プルタル
that?
トを出すって評判らしいんだ。
Tart Ox Poems? What the fuck is that? Oh, you mean...
Oh, do you mean Pommy Bon here? It's fairly well known. I've only been once myself.
An apple tart? Well, I know that word. Well, this right, apple tart.
そこだ。ポムボヌール。案内してくれ。
That's gonna be, his pet name for me is Apple Tart.
Can do.
You fucking tart. Jesus.
すっげえいい匂い。
The sweet aroma of fresh tarts hits us the moment we opened the door. Freer was practically glowing. This was the best mood I'd ever seen him in. Oh, he likes sweets. That's a surprise. Tell him that sweets can stunt his growth and watch him get wicked pissed.
この店のこと、レイブのお客さんに聞いてさ、ずっと来たいと思ってたんだ。期待通り、いや、期待以上って感じだな。一つだけって決めてたけど、二つにするかな。本当はホールで食いたいけどな。
Has he always been this talkative?
よし、決めた。三つだ。
I can get something too?
ここに来て食べないとかありえないだろう。ほら、どうする？さっさと決めろよ。
I'll, take two then.
Freer waved over an employee.
すみません。アップルタルトを5つお願いします。
Shortly after, our table was filled with apple tarts. Moist slices of the fruit rested on top of a toasty brown filling, which had been baked to perfection. That's a tiny fork. Freer cut a generously sized mouthful and took a bite. I followed suit with similar enthusiasm. We both swallowed and shared a glance. Oh fuck, swallowed at the same time.
It's delicious.
The fragrance complemented the sweetness of the adorning apples. Beyond that, the filling itself gave rise to a more sophisticated and complex flavor profile.
このクレームダマンド最高だな。
And the raisins too.
わかる、いい仕事してるよな。パイのサクサク感も最高だし、なんつうかこれは本当の本当にさ。
A pure genuine smile spread across his face. I'd never seen anything like it. So that's what his smile looks like. I was so used to seeing him frown. His cheerful mood was almost contagious.
Ha ha.
何笑ってんだよ。
You just have such a cute smile.
Rio's cheeks quickly turned a deep shade of red.
違うんだ。これはただアップルタルトが。
Maybe you'd like one of our baby forks, sir. Our tiniest fork for our tiniest little boy.
It's good, isn't it?
いや。
He stuttered and floundered for a while, but it quickly turned to ire.
お前新人のくせに先輩をからかうな。この店を知ってたからって調子に乗るなよ。たく、なんだよいい笑顔って。
Alright.
何やってんだよ、俺は。
His incredulity turned anger, faded with a sigh. I would read. We proceeded to eat in silence. The quietness stung all the more in the absence of our once good mood. I thought we were finally getting closer. I've got to find something to talk about before we go back to how we were. It's tough dealing with manlets, huh? Oh my god. Talk about other sweets, I guess. We've already talked about the tart.
I know a place that serves good macarons too.
ああ、マカロンか。あれもうまいよな。
I can take you there sometime if you'd like. They really are delicious.
お前、アップルタルトよりマカロンの方が好きみたいだな。
What the fuck does that mean?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
別に責めてるわけじゃねえよ。いいんじゃねえの。
Why would that be calling me out? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Oh.
今度その店教えてくれよ。アップルタルト以外は詳しくないんだ。
This guy sucks. His expression softened just a little.
ずっと気になってたんだけどさ。
Freer quickly changed the subject.
お前の喋り方、どうにかなんねえのか。
Yeah, okay.
I'm sorry, I just...
先輩に反論する気か？
No, sorry.
だから敬語やめろって。
The bourgeois macaron bitch.
Sorry.
あと俺のことはクリエって呼べ。同い年だってクララも言ってたしな。
Okay, thanks.
そうだ、それでいい。敬語は聞いてて疲れるんだよ。
I mean, you kind of give me a good reason to, though. This does mean we're closer, doesn't it? Or am I just wearing him out? I took the last bite of my dessert. We started on our way back to the rave that evening. Pryor carried the newest addition to our load, a small box of fig. A load and a box. It truly is a heterosexual date. Ordered a piece to take back with us.
Is that for someone else?
Ah.
He left it at that. Would he be offended if I asked who? Ultimately, I decided not to press him on it. I didn't want to squander what progress we'd made. Well, unless I just imagined all of it. Regardless, I felt like I understood him a little better. He was a good person who liked sweets. Oh my, she's fucking stupid. He's still mostly a mystery, but I'll consider this a success. I walked next to him, distinctly aware of the invisible wall separating us. It was my third day at the rave. I was setting about my duties just before opening time. Time to make some progress. Blah, 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 blah. Oh shit, am I gonna play Cookie Clicker again? Skip it? No. We'll do it. It's my magical story after all, bitch. I get to click all the stars I want. There's no penalty for just clicking at random. You can just click wherever you want. It's not a big deal. It's magic. I'm so good at magic, dude. They're gonna throw me in the river and see if I float. Perfect.
Hey! Hey! My evil leveled up.
I wonder if I'm getting any better. I was doing exactly as I'd been told, but it was hard to tell if I was really improving. Then again, that too could be the fault of my own inexperience. Yeah. Oh! I turned around and met eyes with a yellow bunny.
Leon. Just finished, actually.
毎日朝早くから大変だね。僕たちのためにありがとう。
I'm only following through on what I promised. Also, you're working just as hard as me.
え？僕も？
His ears dangled as he tilted his head. I'm putting this back on. It just seems right.
I've always admired your work ethic. You're in costume, and the park isn't even open yet.
そうなのかな。
He didn't seem to understand. There we go. Perhaps he'd simply become that accustomed to his own dedication.
Were you inspecting the park, or just going for a walk?
ああ、そうだった。僕、話があってきたんだ。あの絵本、君が選んでくれたんだよね。
Picture book?
I searched my memory. I soon recalled the book I'd bought at his request during my outing with Crier. That was literally yesterday. What the fuck are you talking about?
You said you wanted something new and unique, so I assumed a local author would be a safe bet.
うん、全然知らない絵本だった。絵がすごく綺麗だよね。表紙のユニコーンに見とれちゃったよ。
I remember feeling the same. The story's lovely, too. Oh, but I apologize if it wasn't the sort of thing you like.
お話もとっても面白かったよ。昨日の夜、何回も読み返しちゃった。
Really?
本当だよ。
I couldn't see his face, yet I had a feeling he must have been smiling.
僕のために絵本を選んでくれてありがとう。とっても嬉しかったよ。
I'm happy you like it. Thank you for saying so, Leon.
僕が感謝しているのに、君がお礼を言うなんておかしいね。
I couldn't help myself.
I giggled along with him. Something about the gentleness of his voice soothed the soul. It's strange how much I feel I can trust him without having seen his face. Any anxiety I'd had regarding my magic had been swiftly dispelled. Does being into picture books really count as a himbo? Probably not. Whoa. Children swarmed towards Leon shortly after the park had opened.
わあ、みんな元気いっぱいだね。今日はいっぱい楽しんでいってね。
The park's only just opened, too. Costumed mascots were an interesting sight regardless of who was behind the mask, but I had a feeling it only helped in Leon's case.
着ぐるみに夢中になってるとか
お前は子供か。
Shut the fuck up, Krier. He was setting up a show nearby.
It's not the costume so much as it is Leon himself.
ああ、確かに不思議なやつだよな。
Never?
He shook his head placidly. Maybe work ethic hadn't been the right way to put it.
俺、あいつの顔見たことないんだよ。多分
Not even
他の
a
奴ら
shit?
も同じじゃないか
No,
な。
ew. Was there some reason he didn't want to be seen, or was he simply attached to the costume? Now I'm even more curious about him.
で、お前はいつまで油売ってんだ？
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Imagine the stank? No. I don't want to go to a furry convention. I left the fountain and hurriedly resumed the cleaning Monsieur Hugo had asked me to do. Am I cleaning the porta potties? Oh. I finished up my evening magic practice and popped into the tent to say goodbye.
ああ、頼んでいた仕事は終わったのかい？
I was just about to leave.
帰りを遅らせることはできるかな？
Oh, fuck.
Dinner?
I blinked in surprise.
前に少し話したと思うけれど、レイブにはスタッフ用の食堂があってね。いつも仕事を頑張っている君をぜひ招。
Well, I'm flattered. Thank you, but I've only been here 3 days.
Surely he was exaggerating my contribution.
まあ、それはそうなんだけれど、スタッフから君の評価が高いのも事実だ。
Ian's gonna give you commission money to draw his persona, you know? I'm not above doing that.
特にリオンは君のことを褒めていたよ。夕食に招待しようと提案したのも彼なんだ。
It was?
普段の仕事ぶりはもちろん、絵本を買ってきてくれたことが嬉しかったようだ。レイブに囚われている俺たちにとって、買い出しで得られる娯楽は本当に貴重だからね。
In that case, I'm glad I put so much thought into his book. It overjoyed me to hear not only Leon's appreciation, but Monsieur Hugo's as well. People still appreciate me, even as I am now.
結論は出たかな？
I accept your invitation.
それはよかった。じゃあ食堂へ案内しよう。
Blah, 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 blah. What the fuck are these chairs? Upon setting foot in the dining tent, I was greeted by the same pastel color scheme as the rest of the park. The staff awaited me there, like a crowd anticipating a show.
あ、来てくれたんだね。
Oh my god. That's what he says. That's what he says to you.
Thank you for inviting me.
そんな、僕は提案しただけだから。あ、席はね。
私の隣が空いてるわ。
How does he eat? I took Clara's offer. When are we gonna see Hatsune Michael? Friar and Serge sat in front of me while Leon was to my right. Still in costume, even for dinner. How does he eat in that? Perhaps they had costume accessible options available. I could only guess though, because the table was decidedly empty.
さあ、食事にしよう。
Monsieur Hugo took his seat. In fact, everyone had taken their seats. There was no one to cook. No people, anyway. Monsieur Hugo pulled a small bell from his coat and rang it. Cupboards suddenly flew open and dishes topped with cloches flew through the air, settling on the table all their own. I don't know what that is. Serge removed the top of one, revealing a full plate of terrine? What is that?
How is this?
My jaw dropped to the floor. More dishes landed, including a salad and several plates for everyone. It's
まだ
trash?
これからだよ。
Cloche is a little glass dome you see in diners. Oh, okay. That's fancy. What is terrine, though? Is it like a latrine? That's cool. What the fuck? Ew, is that gelatin? Ew. Horse meat or aspic, similar to a pate. Oh, ew. That looks fucked up. I would hate that. I would never be able to eat that. As if on cue, a lid lifted itself from one of the pots on the stove, and a ladle began scooping soup into bowls. Everything moved with an almost musical rhythm. Speechless shock transformed into joy.
Ha ha!
Next came baguettes flying from the oven. Knives followed suit. Oh, that's dangerous. Slicing the bread, and plates joined to serve them. A dash of salt and olive oil felt like a bit of a theatrical flourish at this point. And finally, the steak. At last, dinner was served. I remember a scene like this in the Raver Dun Menid. I can't believe I really just saw it happen before my eyes.
レイブの食堂はどうかな?
That was amazing. It happened like magic.
まさにその通り。レイブの食事はすべて魔法で生み出しているんだ。
Is that true?
少し考えりゃわかるだろう。皿が空飛ぶと思うか?
That in case a bunch of shit and gelatin phase all American cookbooks and food companies had in the 50s is effectively terrine. Yeah, I hate that. I wouldn't be able to deal with that at all. Something about just savory gelatin just really fucks me up.
ああ、知らなかったのか。では、屋台の食べ物のことも。
Like, I feel like I would still try it. I've never had pate either, but I also don't like the thought of that. I don't like the thought of either one of those things. I'm like Zod in that sense. Zod hates pate cat food. He just won't eat it. We're the same.
That's magic too?
Serge blinked at my sudden outburst before nodding slowly. It hit me that I hadn't seen anyone making deliveries for ingredients here. I hadn't stopped to buy any when I had gone shopping with Krier either. I had no idea. If it hadn't been obvious before, it was now. This really was a magic amusement park.
話は終わったか? じゃあ食べ始めようぜ。せっかくの料理が冷めちまう。
Hocus will bury pate like it's cat shit. That's funny. This isn't plastic. What the fuck? Had good ones and bad ones. I feel like I could potentially do it if it was like spread thinly, as though it was like a condiment for something else, but it would need to be with something. But even still, like, I just think the texture of it, the texture of a savory pate-like thing, I think it would just fuck me up. I don't think I'd be able to deal with it. Like, I'm not that picky when it comes to food, but there's a few texture things that I can't fuck with. I think that's one of them.
Oh, I'm sorry.
彼女は初めてなんだから少しくらいいいじゃない。
よくねえから言ってるんだよ。
Alright.
温かいうちに食べてほしいってことだよね。
そういう意味じゃね
え。
じゃあ、クリエの気遣いを無駄にしないようにいただくとしよう。
Oh, I keep cutting him off. He takes too long to talk. Forks and knives began clinking. I put some salad and terrine on my plate and tried a bite. It's good! Everything was lovely, from the texture and taste of the terrine to the freshness of the vegetables. I could hardly believe it hadn't been prepared in the kitchen.
Magic is incredible!
不思議だよね。俺にも原理はわからないんだ。
You can't? But you did all this, didn't you?
He had rung the bell at least.
いや、俺はベルで料理を注文しているだけで、シェフたちの仕事ぶりは知らなくてね。
Probably get around it by putting on crackers. Yeah, banh mi specifically was what I was thinking of. Like I get banh mi's, but I usually get like hummus and spicy shit put on it. But I was thinking like maybe with that as a compliment to other shit. But I don't know if I'd be able to deal with it just by itself. I would need some crunch to go with there for sure. And I think vegetables and crap I'd probably be able to deal with it that way.
遊園地を出し入れするのと同じ。指示は出せるけれど、それだけなんだ。
Fascinating.
Monsieur Hugo wasn't a witch after all.
料理の味はどう？
With the food brought back to my attention, I resumed eating.
Delicious.
そう、よかった。あ、こっちのステーキも美味しいんだよ。
Leon picked up a knife with his mittened hands and cut me a piece.
はい、どうぞ。
Thanks! I tried it at once. The meat was tender and the sauce complemented it excellently.
You were right.
Why is there a giant rabbit? Because maybe we're kissing him, I don't know. Pink Marge, yeah, look. See? This is better though.
よかった。お口に合ったみたいで。まだまだあるからたくさん食べてね。
I will. You eat up too.
He poked a piece of steak with his fork and carried it to his mouth. Oh, that's right. How does Leon eat in that costume? I was so focused on magic, I nearly forgot. I eyed him closely. The steak drew closer and closer. I couldn't believe my eyes. The steak, wait. Doesn't make sense here. The steak, fork and all, passed straight through the costume and presumably into his mouth. He pulled the fork away. The steak's gone! The head of his costume bobbed up and down like he was chewing. I could swear I could hear it too. There's no hole as far as I can see. How's he doing that?
お肉が柔らかくて口の中で溶けちゃうね。
Leon went straight for another bite. The head bobbed again. I couldn't look away. There we go. Turn.
そんなに見つめられると恥ずかしいかも。
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to stare.
ついて。
He tilted his head in genuine curiosity.
You're a costume. The food moves right through it. I was wondering how you do it.
おう、そういうことか。
He nodded.
僕にもよくわからないんだよね。
You don't know how you eat?
うん。特別なことは何もしていないから、僕もずっと不思議なんだ。
From the food to Leon himself, the rave was just brimming with mysteries.
ねえ、僕の食べ方って
I mean,
変かな？
It definitely is. It's cute. Alright, we'll say it's cute. You guys want me to romance the rabbit, so we'll say that.
I think it's cute. You're like a character out of a picture book.
絵本のキャラクター。それっていいことなのかな？
In my opinion, at least, it makes you fun.
そっか。楽しいんだ。
Ravage the type of bitch to see someone doing something different and be like,
wow, how exotic.
ご飯を食べるだけでそう思ってもらえるなんて、なんだか嬉しいかも。
Beneath his mask, Leon giggled. Blah 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 blah. After dinner, dessert came to a close. Wait, after dessert, dinner came to a close. Jesus Christ.
Should I help clean up?
Monsieur Hugo simply winked and rang his bell. The dishes glowed, and just like that, they were spotless. They then picked themselves up and returned to the shelves they'd come from. It reminded me of little birds going back to their nests. Ha ha ha! I caught myself giggling again. I hadn't expected dinner at the rave to be such a spectacle.
今日は来てくれてありがとう。お話ができてとっても嬉しかったよ。
I liked talking with you too. Thank you for having me.
また一緒に食事しましょう。
She's so small compared to him. Jeez.
遠慮はいらないわ。
I'd like that.
It was deep into the night by the time I left. I made my way to the gate with quickened steps. Oh, there he is. When I reached the teacups, I spotted a figure. It's him again! It was the boy I'd seen on my first day. I knew it! That's the rave's uniform! I should talk to him! Before I could take my first step, though, he walked off. Ah! I missed my chance. Who on earth is that? Ravad, you're dumb. I only ever saw him late at night, never during the day. He couldn't have been a guest, and his uniform surely meant he was with the park. Clara and the others don't know him, so maybe he's new like me? Mystery only deepened the more I thought about it. Maybe I'll learn his name someday. Resumed my walk home. End of chapter 2? Hell yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do this last chapter. I think there's like 8 chapters or something, but I'm only allowed to stream 3 of them. 6 days had passed since I'd begun working at the rave. Today was my day off, which I spent relaxing at home. Currently, I was preparing dinner. Magic food is fascinating, but it can't replace the fun of cooking it yourself. A click and a creak came from the front entryway.
Arnold, welcome back.
I called out toward the door as it swung open.
ああ、ただいま。ほら、お土産買ってきたぞ。
We're not even gonna get to find out who fucking Hatsune Michael is in this. I want to know who the teal hair bitch is. He handed me a familiar looking box.
Macarons!
Macarons were my absolute favorite. The logo on the box told me these were from that shop I liked too.
What's the occasion? Were you nearby for work?
お前仕事頑張ってるみたいだからさ。帰りに寄ってきたんだ。
But it's so out of the way!
You would have had to go to the complete opposite direction from home.
Thank you. That's so thoughtful.
どういたしまして。喜んでくれ
This
てよ
bitch
かった
gets
よ。
so close. You ruffled my hair. I'd been coming home from work fairly late recently, so moments like these had become a rarity. I'll save these for dessert after dinner. The snack plates should be on the top shelf. I stood on my tiptoes and reached up.
これか?
Arnold appeared behind me and brought the dishes down with ease.
Thanks! You're so much better than that little fucking manly boy that was yelling at me eating tarts earlier.
無理する前に頼めよ。こんな頼りがいのある兄貴が隣にいるんだからさ。
Oh God, don't refer to yourself as that.
Haha, big bro.
なんだよ。これでも2歳も年上なんだぞ。それとも俺じゃ頼りないか?
No, that's not it. I just thought it was funny.
The way he took care of me was certainly somewhat brotherly. Still, though...
I don't know how to explain it, but siblings doesn't feel quite right for us.
そっか。
He grinned for some reason. For some reason. No. I mean, this guy is better than the manlet, but we're still not going the fucking childhood friend route. That's boring. No, thank you. You know, if you buy this game, you can romance him all you want. You can kiss Hey Arnold all you want.
マカロンは俺が用意するから、夕食の支度に戻っていいぞ。 途中だったんだろ。
Tall, handsome Arnold can reach all the tall plates for you.
Thanks.
He took the box from me, and I resumed cooking. Granted, all that was left was to add the garnishes.
それで
Arnold began placing the macarons on a plate.
遊園地の仕事はどうだ？いじめられたりしてないか？
Hazed?
No, everyone's very kind. I'm getting used to things. Being in front of guests used to make me nervous, but I'm managing now.
I was making progress with awakening my magic too, albeit not very visibly. Plus, that was still a secret.
よかった。楽しめてるなら心配いらないな。
It's hard work, though. Not that I expected it to be easy, but still. Do you like reporting?
楽しいし、毎日充実してるよ。取材であちこち移動するから大変だけど、じっとしてるのは苦手だし、俺の性に合ってる。
Monsieur Daniel might be surprised to hear you say that.
Who the fuck is that? Arnold's father was a high-ranking officer in the military, currently stationed in Paris. Arnold never seemed keen on continuing the family tradition, though.
まあ、そうだな。親父とは違うと思う。でも記事にだって力があるんだぞ。武力だけが力じゃない。
He's a reporter.
記者みたいに真実を明らかにする仕事は
He's a journalist.
世の中にとって重要だと俺は思ってる。
He's a dangerous man.
ペンは剣よりも強しって言うしな。
Getting the truth into the hands of the people.
Whoa. Negum.
That doesn't sound like the Arnold I know. I thought you mostly wrote about happy things.
He shrugged.
俺だって真面目な記事を書くこともある。記者はニュースを選ばないんだよ。
I see.
I learned something new today.
あ、そうだ。お前に話したいことがあったんだ。
Arnold finished plating the macaroons.
うちの新聞でレーブ移動遊園地を取り上げたいって話になったんだ。こんな田舎じゃ一大イベントだからな。で、明日取材に行くんだけど、園長を紹介してもらえないか。
Oh my god, he's gonna get introduced to all the boys I've been kissing.
Really? I suppose I might be able to get you in before we open.
本当か？じゃあ頼めるか？
Why not just when they're open?
Not at all. I'll ask.
An article would mean more visitors for the rave. That was an exciting prospect, but part of me was worried. I've got to be careful. There will be trouble if he finds out the magic situation. I made a silent promise to myself to take extra care. Tell them not to fucking tell him. Arnold and I left early the next day and arrived at the rave before opening hours.
へえ、これがレーブ
Oh,
移動
fucking
遊園地
newspaper
か。
cap.
立派な設備だな。
Blah, 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 blah. Arnold eyed the park's features closely. Suddenly, though, he fell silent, and his admiration turned to curiosity.
What's wrong?
いや、なんでもない。
Are you a witch too, bitch? You say so. I'll go talk to the director. Wait just a minute.
ああ、頼む。
I explained the situation to Monsieur Hugo, who readily agreed to the idea so long as we kept the magical aspects of the story under wraps. Arnold removed his cap and bowed upon entering the tent.
DNB デルニエール・ヌーベル・ブランブール新聞社
Oh my god, that's a tongue twister.
はじめまして。レーブ移動遊園地の園長。
Arnold's head shot up. He stared hard at the director.
ヒューゴさん。
Color seemed to drain from his face. What's gotten into him? Is something wrong?
何か？
いいえ。失礼しました。 随分お若い方だと驚い
Probably
てしまって
kissed in the past. Much too French in this game. I know, I can't keep up.
さすが記者さん。褒めるのが上手だね。
Arnold smiled back before fixing his posture.
改めまして取材の許可をいただきありがとうございます。
こちらこそ記事にしてもらえるなんて光栄だよ。具体的にはどういったこ
I just noticed fucking Marge is totally covering Arnold's face.
園内を写真に収めたりスタッフの皆さんにインタビューをお願いできればと。可能なら早速今日から始めたいのですが。
と？もちろん構わないよ。ただスタッフへのインタビューは営業時間外にお願いできるかな。
わかりました。ご協力に感謝します。
Arnold bowed his head with a wide smile.
君にアルノー君の案内を頼めるかな。
Me? You're sure?
君が連れてきてくれたお客さんだし、気心知れた仲ならやりやすいだろうと思ってね。この1週間で見つけたレイブの魅力を彼に伝えてもらえると嬉しいな。
I think I can do that. If you'll allow me.
お世話になります。
With that almost professional sounding exchange, we exited the tent.
取材なんて許可してよかったのか。魔法のことを知られたら町にいられなくなる。
心配いらないよ。来園者にも隠し通せているわけだし。それに断る方が不自
They are
然だ。
wise to not trust the press.
あなたがそう言うのなら従おう。
Begin the blood sacrifices.
お前は普段どんな仕事をしてるんだ？
Arnold pulled out a small notebook.
Nothing specific at the moment. I mainly greet guests or help the rest of the staff with whatever they need.
As the words left my lips, a realization struck me.
Wait, is this an interview?
当然。お前もスタッフの一人だからな。
I suddenly felt much more nervous with this new revelation.
お前もスタッフの制服を着るのか？
Yeah, I have one.
じゃあ写真を撮るから着替えてくれ。
Oh my god.
Right now?
決まってるだろう。スタッフへのインタビューは営業時間外だけだから
Arnold,
な。
you're a pervert.
ほら早く早く。ここで写真撮って待ってるからさ。
It's not going in the article, is it?
記事にしない取材はしない。それが俺のモットーだ。ま、最終判
It's
断は
going in
編
his
集長の仕
personal
事だから。
archive. Couldn't say no, especially not after I'd gotten the director's express permission for this. I'm starting to have regrets.
I'm done.
へえ、似合ってるじゃん。お前本当にスタッフの一員なんだな。
As much as I can after only a week.
この前まで家に引きこもってたお前がこんなに立派になって誇らしい気分だよ。
That doesn't sound like a compliment.
ああ、褒め言葉のつもり。それと可愛いな。
Okay. My heart skipped a beat. Why am I so jumpy? He's only saying that because he's never seen me in a uniform before.
じゃあ写真撮るぞ。何でもいいからポーズ撮ってくれるか。
Okay.
Entertaining wasn't part of my job description, so I struggled to come up with anything for a while. Eventually, I settled on limply holding my right hand out invitingly.
いいね、様になってる。魅力的なスタッフだな。
Oh, I heard the shutter click several times.
You want me to show you around?
ああ、頼む。レイブのこといろいろ教えてくれ。なるほど。勉強になるよ。
Arnold took notes while he listened to my explanations of the attractions and various amenities. It's going in the wank bank. I know, why'd he take so many pictures if he just needs one? His dark expression was the picture of professionalism. Does he always look so serious while he wakes? I'm not used to seeing him like this. It's kinda handsome.
オートマタの説明ありがとう。もう次に移って大丈夫だ。
Okay, that just leaves.
Oh, jeez.
移動遊園地に観覧車なんて珍しいな。オートマタといい、本当に見どころが多い。
He snapped several photos.
この観覧車にはどんなお客さんが乗るんだ？
Families and couples for the most part. We don't get many single riders.
俺も乗ってみていいか？
Sure thing. I'll just wait.
いや、お前も一緒に来てくれ。
Okay.
俺の恋人として。
Damn, he's just straight coming here to mog me in front of all my boyfriends.
Date?
My voice cracked in surprise.
一人で乗る客がほとんどいないのに、俺一人で乗ってもいい記事は書けないだろ。だ。
Oh, that's what you meant.
My face burned with embarrassment.
何赤くなってるんだよ。
I could ask you the same thing.
お前の動揺っぷりに驚いたんだ。
He ruffled my hair. This time he was a little rougher than usual. At least I'm not the only one embarrassed.
でもまあ、照れるってことは俺の魅力に気づいたってこと。
Okay.
Well,
I'd just been admiring the way he worked, so I couldn't deny it.
そういう塩らしいお前も可愛いな。
He called me cute again! Arnold was acting strangely forward today. It was starting to get to me. I'm getting flustered over Arnold! I must be losing my fucking mind! Oblivious of my inner turmoil, he took my hand.
ほら、乗るぞ。
Twitching like you saying that, you know, that's fine. Twitch likes to warn all of us for funny little things. He guided me onto the gondola. Fell asleep when the rabbit was eating, that's fine. It's like a bedtime story. So this is how they look on the inside. I hadn't had the time to ride any of the attractions since becoming an employee. I'd missed out on trying the Ferris wheel during my initial visit too, so this was my first time. It's awfully small. I like to touch in.
おい、外を見てみろよ。
I lifted my gaze to the window. As the gondola rose, the scenery began to expand.
wow!
The people and buildings shrank before my eyes. I was instantly glued to the glass.
観覧車には初めて乗ったのか？
Yeah, I've been so busy lately. Oh, sorry. I'm not being a very good guide right now.
いや、気にするなよ。その代わり別の情報が得られるからさ。
This isn't gonna go in an article, is it?
What do you...
Arnold stood up and sat next to me before I could finish. The gondola swayed with the shifting weight. Oh, fuck! He wrapped his arm tightly around my shoulder. It stayed there, even after the swaying stopped.
Arnold!
こうしてるとデートしてるみたいだな。
Damn, this guy's forward as fuck!
I don't...
お前が観覧車を経験してなかったおかげで初めて乗った恋人たちの気持ちがわかるよ。
What kind of article are you writing, boy?
この距離で相手を感じられるなんてたまらないな。
Oh my god.
誰も見てない密室だ。キスしたくなる。
Do it, bitch.
Does it?
ああ、そうだよ。俺にはよくわかる。
I averted my gaze. I couldn't look him in the eye.
You're being weird today!
じゃあ、もっと変なことを言おうか。俺は、お前のことが好きだ。
Oh my god! Bro, this is chapter 3! Ain't nothing. My breath caught in my throat. He loves me? As a friend or something more?
悩んでくれてるのか。嬉しいな。
My heart nearly leaped from my chest.
まあ、恋人同士だったらって話だけどな。
Wait,
Went back to your damn seat. Our girl is dumb as fuck. Arnold chuckled as he drew away.
are you teasing me this whole time?
さあな。
What does maybe mean?
It didn't seem he had been messing around, at least not entirely. I couldn't get a read on him. How am I supposed to come down from that? Being strung along by the man I trusted more than anyone had left my emotions in a state of chaos. I fanned my burning cheeks, and my face too.
なあ、質問していいか。
As soon as we left the gondola, Arnold broke the silence.
お前はちゃんと帰ってくるよな。ブランブールのあの家に。
Where is this coming from?
なんか、怖くなってさ。
Of what?
Shadow of unease loomed over Arnold's expression. What in the world brought this on? I nodded reassuringly.
Of course I'm coming home. Where else would I go?
そうだよな。悪い。
He's worried I'm gonna get kidnapped by the Soikus. He wore a lonely smile. Alright, time to go to work. As we made our way back to the administrative tent to end our tour, we heard a fuss by the Manège. A crowd had gathered.
あれ、どうしたんだ？
I'm not sure. Let's go and see.
Chaos control. The rest of the staff looked in front of the Manège. The air was heavy. I could tell at once that something was wrong.
What's happening?
緊急事態なのよ。マネージュが
Is it spinning wicked fast?
マネージュが故障したっ
Oh,
て。
the opposite.
Broken down?
今日開演できるのか？あと時間はどれくらいあるんだ？
約1時間だ。
1時間？
That can't be enough time to fix it.
You just don't have a Ferris wheel for a day. Big deal. There was no way. The reality of the situation began to sink in.
これは取材してる場合じゃなさそうだな。
せっかく来てもらったのにすまない。取材の続きは後日にしてもらえると助かるよ。
わかりました。俺はこれで失礼します。
Keep cutting them off. Arnold took off his cap for a light bow, then turned to me.
それじゃあ頑張れよ。また家でな。
Alright.
See ya.
He patted my head, then left the park.
それで具体的な状況は？
Monsieur Hugo gave up examining the switch panel and shook his head.
俺だけじゃ解決できそうにない。
Oh, are we gonna get to meet Hatsune Michael?
Who?
I wanna meet the teal-haired bitch.
例
Come
の
on.
整備士さんだよ。
Leon answered for me. Right, this is an amusement park. Of course they'd have someone to fix things.
君はまだ会ったことがないかもね。ルシオールさんはめったに顔を出さないから。
そうか。面識がなかったね。君に彼を呼びに行ってもらおうかと思ったんだけれど。
I can do it. Where can I find him?
この時間なら自分の部屋にいるはずだ。一番奥にあるテントだよ。
I'm on it.
セルジュとクリアは買い出しの準備を頼む。修理に必要な部品が出るかもしれない。リオンは明かりを用意してもらえるかな。修理のために中を照らす必要があるからね。クララは万が一営業できないことに備えて開演中止を知らせる看板を用意してほしい。
After listening to Monsieur Hugo's instructions, I ran off to find Luciole. I don't know how to This lesbiano visual novel? No, this is a boy kissing one. Furthest back, furthest back. This
Fucking
must be it.
buddy.
Oh shit.
Get out of here, asshole.
You need some gacked guidance. What do you need guidance about, Toasted? Do you need any specific help with anything? Do you have a question you would like to ask Gacked today? Perhaps something about the game, perhaps something about life. Don't worry, Gacked knows the answer regardless. Doing new things. Alright. You want to start doing new things? Well, don't you worry. This is the advice Gacked has for you today. You don't trust others? That is just you not wanting to admit how stupid you are. They're going stuff for the first time in 10 years. And there you go, see? Just trust her. Just trust her. Just trust. Look, you asking out a bitch. And you don't trust her? That's stupid. Just trust it. Just trust in it. He always knows. Gacked he always fucking knows. He always knows what's going on. Why are they falling so fucking slowly? He always knows. You think he doesn't know, but he does. He always fucking knows. If you ask someone out with no trust, then you're just a fucking fool. Just trust that it will be okay. So says Gacked.
Excuse me, Lucille? Are you there?
I timidly called out to him, but there was no reply.
Lucioli?
Again, no reply. Is he out, maybe? I decided to peek inside as politely as possible. Ooh, flowery-ass room.
Excuse me?
I poked my head into the tent. A boy was crouched in the corner. His hood obscured his face, but his pastel
Fuck, I'm looking at buddy.
uniform
Get out of here, asshole.
was unmistakably the Raves. Ferget, what advice do you need? What would you like to ask Gacked about today? I can guarantee that whatever it is, he knows the answer. I have to wait in silence. This is gonna be a big one. I'm worried that Kingdom Hearts might not be light, you know? I think that's a concern we all have, especially given the state of Nomura's brain. This is what Gacked has to say. Impossible, unreasonable, dangerous. These are the three greatest pleasures, right? I think that might be Gacked saying, like, you know, it might not be entirely light, but you're gonna fucking love it. You're gonna love it regardless. Just because it's light doesn't mean that it's, you know, not a little dangerous. You know, a bright light could be pretty blinding. You're gonna have big pleasure in Kingdom Hearts. So says Gacked. I hope that helped.
Are you Lucioli?
I'm trying to, like, mispronounce it as best as I can. Whoa! There he is! It's Hatsune Michael! He lifted his head ever so slightly. The look on his face was anything but cheerful.
誰ですか?
My name's Hervaj. I started working here last week.
Ah.
Hello. He looked away, disinterested.
確かに僕がルシオールですが何の用ですか?
Danger is Gak's middle name, which is surprising because he only has one name. It's there, very tiny. You have to look hard and you'll see it.
The Manège is broken. The director needs you right away.
故障？まさか昨日の夜点検したばかりですよ。
Would you come with me, please?
園長の指示なら。
Luciole reluctantly picked himself up and collected a box of tools. He left with a sigh, and I hurried after him. Monsieur Hugo, Serge, and Leon were waiting at the Manège.
ルシオール、よく来てくれたね。
僕を呼ぶのに知らない人をよこさないでください。大変不愉快でした。
Oh shit. He doesn't like me. I gasped at the grimace that spread across his face.
それはルシオールさんが出てこなかったから自己紹介できなかっただけで、彼女は僕たちの仲間だよ。
僕には関係ありません。二度とこういうことはしないでください。
Well, now I know where you live. You ain't getting away from me,
そ
boy.
ろそろ修理を手伝ってもらえるかい？
わかりました。
Luciole nodded, then peered into the Manège.
ワイヤーは異常なし。
滑車も確認したけれど、問題はなさそうだったよ。
じゃあ動力源ですね。内部を見るので照らしてもらえますか？
リオンと君にお願いできるかな？
Right.
Leon handed me a lantern, and we moved to the middle of the Manège. Whoa! I can take away Marge vision for a brief moment. Luciole bent down, opened up a small latch on the floor, and then peered inside. Leon and I held our lanterns over the machinery while Luciole began his investigation. He tapped things, tightened bolts, loosened others. He clearly knew what he was doing. I mean, how would I know? He's like a totally different person from when I found him. Its focus is incredible. Both the grimace and the glower had vanished from his face. He muttered something under his breath.
原因がわかりました。
Already?
I couldn't believe it. It hadn't even been 3 minutes. The glower at once returned to his expression. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna compliment you, boy.
You're amazing, Luciole. How did you manage to find it so fast? Hello?
白々しい。
Ah, fuck, he didn't like it. God damn it. Ah! I swallowed the rest of my comments.
それで故障の原因は何だったんだ？
蒸気機関のピストン。
God damn it.
古くて動きが鈍くなっているので、円盤がうまく回らなくなっているみたいですね。
なるほど。
Son of a bitch-ass boy. Serge frowned.
以前から老朽化していることは分かっていたが、予算の都合で完全な修理をしてこなかったからな。今回ばかりは予算を捻出しなければならないか。まあ、部品を交換して開演に間に合えば。
それは無理ですね。
何？
今すぐ新しいピスト
Look
ン
at
を
that
買ってきたと
slut's
しても
collarbone.
交換には時間がかかります。僕でも半日近く必要ですよ。
Look at that. Look at that fucking slut. He doesn't like it, that's more rabbit food. Well, Serge was speechless.
マネージュだけお休みにして開園するのはダメなの？
ダメではないよ。ただマネージはレイブの目玉だからね。
売り上げに支障が出る。
Rain clouds seem to gather over Surge.
何か方法はないのか？
僕から提案はありません。整備士としていい加減な仕事はできませんから。
Yeah, he's asking for it. He's just flaunting off his whole collarbone. He wants it for sure.
What are we gonna do?
A gloomy, contemplative silence fell over everyone present.
そうか。
Monsieur Hugo's eyes darted to me.
魔法を使えばいい。
Of course.
魔法でピストンの動きを補助すれば1日くらいは持たせることができるはずだ。
それは。
Do you think I can do it? I am practicing every day, but I've never actually tested it on anything before. I'd love to use it to help you all, I'm just not sure.
I wasn't even remotely confident in my abilities. In fact, my understanding of being a witch was so poor that I couldn't rightly say whether I'd even awakened anything at all this past week.
大丈夫。
僕は反対です。
Ugh. Lucio suddenly spoke up louder than I'd ever heard him before.
魔法は危険です。使うべきではありません。
大掛かりな魔法ではないし、うまくいくとも限らない。だから危険は
絶対にやめるべきです。
They should fight and kiss about it.
そう言われてもね。
とにかく僕は反対ですから。
Lucille pressed his lips together into a tight line. The director went quiet for a moment before turning to him again.
すべての決定権は園長である俺にある。悪い。
勝手にしてください。
He's gonna bust out his piece! Lucille moved a ways away and plopped down on the ground. He pulled his hood down tighter, cloistering himself away into his own little shell.
少々大人げないところを見せてしまったね。
He's scared.
ルシオールはいろいろと抱え込んでいて気難しいところがあるんだ。俺も無理に意見を通したくはないんだけれどね。
He smiled weakly.
さて、改めてお願いしたい。
Instead of daily.
君の魔法でマネージを動かしてほしい。もちろんうまくいかなくても構わない。ただ
I'm gonna make the whole
挑戦して
fucking
もらい
thing
たいんだ。
blow up. I'm lighting this whole bitch. I'm lighting this whole bitch up. I've only been here a week. I really might as well be a stranger. But I want to be useful. I want my magic to be worth something. That's why I came here. I nodded, resolved.
I'll do it.
頑張ってね。
Thanks.
I returned the lantern to Leon. Looked hard at the manège. Took a deep breath. Deep breath, deep breath.
そう。
Oh my
体
god.
を楽にして。そして自分の中にある魔法に意識を向けるんだ。
Damn, Hugo, you really talking me through it, huh?
I'm trying.
Closed my eyes and a pale light appeared before me. There was magic in me. All I had to do was focus and gather it.
マネージは蒸気機関のピストンが弱っている。そこに魔法で力を加えて円盤をうまく回すんだ。
Hugo telling me the piston can't move on its own, huh?
さあ、よくイメージして。
Focus my magic into the piston. The light coalesced into a point. I spent a long moment slowly and carefully feeding it into the machinery. It was done. The light enveloped the manège. It was warm to the touch. If everything went right, that should do it.
I'm done. I only hope it works.
成果を確かめてみよ
The director roused the sulking mechanic.
う。ルシオール、君の出番だ。
He rose in silence and trudged over just as quietly.
どいてください。
Sorry.
stepped down from the manège. Luciole walked around the platform, feeling various places and scanning here and there.
What is he doing?
あれが整備士の仕事だよ。魔法がきちんとかかっているかどうか、ああやって確認しているんだ。
What? Luciole can see magic?
そうでないと、魔法の遊園地の整備士は務まらないか
I
らね。
mean, I don't know this shit. He maintains them not just physically, but magically too. That's amazing. Luciole stepped off the manège.
結果はどうだい？
He then flipped one of the switches. The manège began to spin.
見ての通りです。
うわ、すごい大成功だね。
開演に間に合ったか？
Thank goodness.
A weight lifted from my shoulders. I really did something with my magic. I helped people.
ありがとう。君は最高の魔女だ。
I don't know about that. I had a lot of help.
ほら見て、マネージャが動いてるわ。
修理できたのか？この短時間で。
Clara and Krier came running upon hearing the commotion.
彼女が魔法で直してくれたんだよ。
は？お前が？何かの間違いだろ。
Alright, little
ちょっ
baby
とクリ
man.
エ、他に言うことないの？私たちのために魔法を使ってくれたのよ。
Homer, what the hell are you doing here? I'm here kissing boys.
まあ助かったけどよ。
Krier looked away shyly. That was all I needed.
I'm glad I could help.
つうか、そんなの当たり前だろ。
Alright,
お前は
bitch.
魔法を使うために雇われたんだからな。
I know.
I suddenly realized Luciole had vanished.
But I know if he sleeps now, he ain't fucking getting away from me.
Glancing around, I spotted him heading back towards the tents.
Lucille!
何か。
He turned around slowly and reluctantly.
I just wanted to thank you for checking the manège. I've never used magic before, so I'm glad you looked it over first.
僕は指示に従っただけですから。
He promptly trudged away. My voice trailed off as each long, dragging step carried him further.
Why were you so against what I did?
Luciole didn't stop, but apparently he had heard me.
あなたには関係ありません。
Alright. That he was gone.
Luciole?
Luigiole, oh my god. No CEOs better be entering this park, they're gonna get fucked up. I returned to the manège. There, the staff hurriedly prepared to open the park. I've never felt like my magic was useful for anything, but this feels like progress. I feel like I can finally call myself part of the rave. I had made enormous leaps towards my ultimate goal, and yet there was still so much to learn. There was still so much to do before everyone could be free. I will awaken my magic. And when I do, I'll be a witch who's worth something. At the end of chapter 3? Whoa! That's it. Played the common route. We did it. Bloom 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 bloom. Hey! Look, I'm there too. I'll be next to my boyfriend, who's right over here. make a cute couple, I think. Hey, thanks for watching. Missed a huge chunk in the middle, yeah! This is all I can stream from this. This is all I'm allowed, all I'm permitted. But that's fine. I pinned the link to this, so if you want to check it out for yourself, you can. I know that I will be beating this on my own at some point. It's like 5:40 here now, though. I gotta get some damn dinner. I gotta get some dinner and I gotta go pee. Because I'm not magic, so I can't just, like, magic it away or something. Alex gonna get that sweet Otome sponsorship money. I'm not getting paid for this, I just got the key for free. I'm getting no money for this, but that's fine. It's like, I've been offered keys for other things before, but I don't accept them because I don't want to stream them. But I got offered this and I was just like, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, new Ultimate game, I will definitely stream this. So I took this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Next stream will be whenever. You know how it goes. Probably Friday or Saturday. It will likely either be Dragon Age or Hanayoi Romanesque. Whichever one I feel like playing. The most powerful boy wrangler on the internet? I mean, look at me. Ain't no boy can turn this shit down. Eggs are in, baby. Eggs are in. They ain't never going away. Let's raid veg! You're doing bad game bingo. You probably won't get to kiss any boys there, but that's fine. You've kissed enough boys today. You have to cleanse yourself of your sins.
Not me though, I get to keep playing this game. You don't get to see it though. Hatsune Michael will be mine.